princes arise. There lived a humble spud with dreams in its eyes. While warriors battled and fiercely took flight, this little potato had a different delight. I just wanna farm in the land of Valheim. Plant my seeds and watch them grow, it's my kind of vibe. While others swing their swords and fight the dark of the night, I'll be tending to my crops under the moonlight.
Strong and true, I wield my sword, but there's something I pursue. Among the battles and the quests I find peace, in the fields where my crops increase. Carrots, turnips, and onions grow so bright, planting seeds under the moonlight. The soil beneath my hands, it feels alive. Beneath the sun, they thrive and thrive. Oh, fields of Valheim, where my heart finds solace, where dreams align. Oh, farming with love and care, peaceful retreat from all despair. Oh yeah.
Potato power running through my veins. Vegetable love is what fuels my brain. Adventures with Emma, we're taking flight. In Valheim we'll conquer with all our might. Pop anime vibes, colors in the air. We're on a mission, a diamond pair. From crafting axes to building our home. Together we'll conquer, never alone, never alone. Potato power, it's our super fuel. With love for veggies, we'll always rule in Valheim's world. Our hearts will ignite with pop and a big rise to reach new heights.
Oh, I saw it right from the start this time. Welcome on in, peeps. I hope you're doing well. My microphone was potatoing today because it was like, yeah, it was indeed like, let's get down. No, actually, Mike was not ready for business yet. He was he was not having it. But let us get down to business because I got something juicy today. It's the cheese talk. Valheim and cheesing. Where is the line? Well, apparently there is none, so let's try and make one. Also, welcome on in, peeps. Sai-chan, Peter, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely day. Shenanigans, welcome on in. Immunity, thank you for lurking. You are amazing. Jasmine, good luck with work. You got this in the pockets. You know you do. I hope everything goes smooth. Adley, welcome on in. Sauce, welcome on in as well. Indeed, it works now. Nice, Kaze. Yeah, I was right on top of it. By the way, you got some new emotes in Twitch chat as well. Oh my goodness. I need to look into my emotes for YouTube and Kick as well, because, well, they also deserve really cute potato emotes. But I just think of it right now, so that's something that I should remember to do after stream. But let's get started on this, because I have a whole list of items. Like, making a moat, anti-spawning your base. Like there's so many different layers of like cheese, you know, there's so many layers of cheese in Valheim, so we want to make sure that we have everything, like, you know, all of our turnips in a row. Let's find ourselves a nice piece of land where we can set up a board, because of course normally you make a tier list, and I was thinking, like, how do I visualize this in Valheim? So let's make a board in Valheim and create our tiers right here on our science world. Let's set the time of the day to the middle of the day. Now, of course, easy one for this is what I'm doing right now, cheese. No, it is cheating even. But we are not on a world with other people. We are all alone here. Wow, look at this though. This is cool. Wow. Just, wow. That is really cool. Look how steep that drop off is. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that tickles me. That looks really cool. Let's see, the sun is right there. Perfection. Okay, then I'm gonna make my board right here. It's gonna look super cool. And we're gonna grab all of these ideas. So if you have something in this list... Oh, I didn't show it to you. Lol, indeed. There it is, nice and steep. But yeah, if you have things that you're thinking about, like, is this cheese, is it not? You can always put it in chat and we will talk about it. Darn right, welcome on in. Ahoy, good Valheiming today. Grog, welcome on in. Ooh. Miss Catch Potato, welcome on in as well. Is it like strawberry and cloudberry vibe? Oh my god, sauce. I bought this shirt this weekend before, like, even the talks about the strawberries in chat and Discord. Look, it's a sweater with, like, it's got strawberries on there. They're very tiny, but I got a new top I'm really happy with. Okay, that aside, let's get into it. I'm gonna prep this area just a teeny tiny smidgen, just so everything looks nice. Oh, really? What? This doesn't do anything against that? I don't have ether on me. Okay, Berserker, sure, Berserker is good, Berserker is fine. There we go. And we're gonna set up our board right here. We've got a nice big space. And there we go. Just gonna set this up a little bit because we have been talking about it on my Discord, by the way, peeps. If you are new here and you're wondering, like, what is all this cheese talk, what is going on, this is a topic that got brought up on my Discord and basically also a bit by me, because last week I was talking about, like, cheesing in Valheim, and my partner was like, yeah, you cheese in Valheim, and I was like, what? Well, what are you talking about? I don't cheese in Valheim, or at least I'm under the impression that I don't cheese in Valheim. So that got us kind of on the rabbit hole, like, where is that line drawn? Do I do, like, super crazy cheeses? Like Uncle mentioned, the biggest one probably is making my base spawn-proofed. So I spawn-proof my bases, I do science on all of these structures that keep out spawns. But, like, this is a topic that gets brought up quite often. Like, where is that line? I have a community server. Where do you draw the line on your community server? So, you know what? Let's just make a tier list out of this and see what we can come up with in our conclusions. Because I'm sure we all wonder about this kind of stuff. Let's see. And I'm gonna place it like so. Tier list, tier list. Now go. Just gotta make sure that we can place all of these. Yes, we can. And then we're gonna use our trick again. Super cool trick to not get those gaps in the corners. Use these shenanigans. And then when you know what, I'm gonna make this one higher. When I put a plate in there, it's not gonna do anything crazy. Doom. There we go, and I'm gonna set them up like this, and then there we go. So we have a nice big board that we can put a lot of information and stuff on, because there's a lot of layers of cheese. All of the cheeses are welcome to be talked about today. All of the cheeses. Dang it, I always keep pressing the wrong button. There we go, setting up a nice board as we usually do. Nice big board for all of our information. Because of course, when you make a tier list in Valheim, you gotta make it a tier list in Valheim, right? Yeah. There we go. Let's see, warm hugs. Yay! Like Olaf. Yay! Shout if needed. Need to cook. No worries. I'll shout. I can totally do that. Yes, I can shout. Yeah. There we go. And we can add flags, because in tier lists they always use like flags. Let's say that the green one is like, you know, very low level shenanigans. I'll place that one here for now. And the red one is like kind of borderline cheating cheese, you know? All of the cheese are welcome, but some are just a little bit more on the on the not blue, but on the red end side, you know? Come on, place them in there, and an arch right here so we get that beautiful corner. It's so simple. We just want to be able to have corners in this game. Just look how beautiful that is. I can't have cheese. No! All cheese in Valheim. It's all the cheese I can get. I only survive if I have a motor trans. See, exactly that. So we're just gonna see at all of those cheeses, see where that line is kind of, you know, where it's drawn. I'm sure that depending on the community, it's gonna be slightly different as well. And that's fine. We are just here to open up the conversation about this because, well, it's a hefty topic. It's always something that people talk about. It's got a lot of different layers, and you know, it's almost as an ogre or an onion. All of the layers, you know. You know what? So we're gonna add another layer to this by adding yellow as well. Yeah, because this gotta look pretty, of course. Oh, there is a wolf right behind me, eating my butt. There is yellow. Stop it. Don't you know that this is a Valheim science stream, sir? He probably does not. Okay, just so we can get started, you know? Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day! I also, yeah, like, good one. Motor loves bonfires. And some cheese. You use that strategy, use bonfires against the queen. I think that's a good one to like put in a collective group as well. I made a whole list of things that we can talk about today in my Valdex document. So this is something, Uncle, if you need to have a look where I'm going with this, that we can like, you can always go there as well. But yeah, using campfires on creatures is one of the things, definitely. It's used in pacifist runs, which is like really creative as well. So just because we are looking at this from a certain perspective, like a normal playthrough, it's not necessarily bad or wrong or anything. I'm just gonna look at this tier list as if we have a community server. I'm a content creator. I open a normal playthrough community server with my fellow potatoes. We're gonna assume that there's a little bit of everything in there, not just builders, not making it super easy, also not making it super hard. We're just taking the exact middle of everything. So that's what we're gonna try and base this off, because there's so many different layers at which you can play this game. You can speedrun, pacifist run, Spartan runs, completionist runs, and all of those kind of tweaks those cheeses a bit as well. So just want to get that out of the way. I think the game cheeses us when they spawning creatures inside our walls, so spawn proofing is the fix. See, exactly that. So yeah, we're just gonna look at all of those things. What going on cheese or not cheese motor like spikes too. See, but there's the thing then. Like, spikes are deliberately added to the game as a defense mechanism, you know? So like I've really been wondering, like, where is that line? Because the line is different for me as it is for my partner, as it is for you. So it's gonna be interesting. Deathwish, welcome on in. How you doing today? Let's start by using moats. This is like a warm-up. Like, where would we position using moats in Valheim? I'll, in the meanwhile, set up some signs. I'm gonna do cheater cheese, maybe? Cheater cheese, like use a fine wood door to enter crypts. That would be something I would put at cheater cheese. What kind of cheese is this? Some kind of cheese. You missed the Valkon song one of my viewers made yesterday. What do you mean, Deathwish? I was all over the Valkon Discord server yesterday, so the chances are indeed that I missed it. You can always tag me if you really want me to see it. Good cheese. Ooh, Gouda cheese. On the edge, cheese. I'm gonna say that this is like clever cheese. And this will be kind of cheese. There we go. The official names are out, everyone. We have cheater cheese, we have on edge cheese, we have kinda cheese, and we have clever cheese. All of the cheeses. That's how we're gonna do this. Cheese slicer, definitely in the red. Cheese slicer? I mean, during my stream... Oh, I probably did. I was, like, once again, I was doing a lot of Valkon stuff, so I was also just, like, lurking in a lot of Twitch channels, to be honest. So, yeah, but you can always send it to me, Deathwish. If you're not in my PMs yet on Discord, let's fix that up. Yeah, let's fix that. What did I say was a clear one? Oh, yes. Chair trick. Chair trick is definitely cheese. Cheater cheese. Can you see that well enough with the flag behind it? It's maybe... Sorry, sir. You were, like, a little bit, like, flying in front of my face. I'll plop it there for now. We can always switch this up a little bit, but the chair trick definitely. What about the moat, peeps? Making a moat so creatures can no longer get to your base. This is one that I use a lot, and that's one of the points that Uncle, my OG moderator, he's like, your biggest cheese is anti-spawning and using a moat so creatures can't get to your base, because, well, excuse me, I don't want it to be destroyed. You know, what if I'm in a potato mood? I'm just doing my thing and suddenly there's an event and they can just get to me. Like, that is not a good thing. So what do you think? Is it maybe on edge cheese or is it like full on cheddar cheese? It's not cheddar cheese, it's cheddar cheese. Ninja, welcome in and thank you for the follow. Yellow cheese is clever, but not in the spirit of the game. Yeah, indeed. Like, yeah, it's exactly. That is a good one, Jimmer. Rainbow cheese slider. Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of that, and then you see, like, some other people with pictures of it, and it looks, like, so gross. Just give me a good cheese slider. It looks amazing, don't get me wrong, and I love rainbows, but, you know, it's gotta taste good. Let's see. Glitch cheese. Yeah, like there's definitely some really like cheaty cheese in there. Cause yeah, like the chair trick I definitely see as more as a cheater cheese. Yeah, like kinda cheese. What do you think, peeps? Is the mode kinda cheese? I'm really in between, like maybe going more towards the orange one. Mode does not stop raids, that is true. It does stop all land creatures from getting to you. I think terrain abuse is cheater cheese. See, exactly. Exactly, that's what I thought. I'm sure that there's people that like really see it as cheater cheese. So I feel like the on edge cheese is a good one for this one, because there's people that are like it's kind of cheese, other people are like it's cheater cheese. So middle ground, it's on the edge of like it's true cheese. It negates a major mechanic. Exactly. Raising the ground walls is cheese. Oh, okay, well that's the next one. Raising walls. Streaking, yes, streaking cheese. Gross because the beef is ideal. Wait, what? You know what is a slider? I think I've seen videos about this, but we don't really have that kind of... It's probably called something differently in Belgium, or like something different. The mode isn't cheese. See, there you go. Like, that's exactly what I'm wondering about. What do you think, peeps? Let me know in chat as much as you can, like, because I'm trying to get like a position for this. Specifically, the mode. Is it cheese? Ideal beam is steeped. A beam, what? Beef is steeped. Basic fortress building. You can build on an island, but you can't build a moat, so... Right? Building on an island might be its own question. You know what? I'm gonna add it to the document. So we can talk about that one too. There we go. Should we do a poll? We're gonna do polls the whole stream, so let's just see how much people can put it in chat, because I also want to know, like, are there details to this? For now, it feels like it's on edge cheese. It, like, some people are really on the side of cheater cheese, other people are very much on the side of it's builder cheese, to say it like that. So I'm gonna put it in the on edge cheese. Let's see. I'm just gonna copy this really quickly so I have like the coloring of the sign. I already forgot what I was actually... Moats. Boop. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then we've got raised ground walls. Raising the ground so you can have indestructible walls. Unless, of course, you get to the echelons, then the devs were like, we're gonna set up a little something something for that. But let's be honest, the lava blobs are... It's just one creature against a mechanic that is, like, it feels like it's very OP compared to the creature that's, like, put up against it. So, I really wonder about that one too. I feel like raising the ground is definitely similar to the moats. As I wrote down in my document, it's terrain abuse, you know? So moats or raising the ground both feel like terrain abuse a little bit. That's what we're calling it. Use the hoe and pick. A very international mechanic from the devs. Intentional mechanic. Oh, that I read that wrong, but nice. Earth walls and moats are real life fortifications. They're just too effective in Valheim. Enemies can't undermine them. I'd say the Burger cheese is probably on edge cheese. Shenanigans, you mean like using the Vergers to fight for you? That's indeed like using creatures to fight for you is definitely also like, where is that on the cheese list, you know? You know what, I'll already put it since I see it now. The on edge. I'll plop it here too. I'm putting terrain abuse here for now as well. Since it's clearly very much a discussion, like moats, raising the ground, like where does that position itself in the cheese, you know? Then we have use creatures to fight. Raising the ground is on the edge cheese. Yes, okay. Raising walls to protect piggies. Orange cheese, yes. I would say moats are cheese. Pretty much saying people in history cheesed their castle defenses. Got to love the medieval cheese. All of the cheese is welcome in this stream. We are here to embrace all of the cheese. It is fun to see where on the level that they end up though. The Burger cheese, destroy the ward with a cart. Oh, that's the one. Oh yeah. Then I'll switch this to cart trick, because then everyone knows what we're talking about, right? That's a good. Oh my God, Shen, you are amazing. I didn't even write that one down. You are genius. Thank you, Shandar. Welcome on in. I do utilize it. Me too. Me too. I make moats. I anti-spawn my structures. Okay, that's a good one. That's the next one. Anti-spawning structures. Peeps, where does it line up on the cheese meter? How cheesy is it? Oh, there's some more mist coming. Ooh. We can. Thank you. Moops, thank you so much, Skull. And thank you for following. Moops, that is such a cute thing to say. Oh my goodness. Using creatures to fight for you, you would say it's green? Really? Okay, I'm gonna put it here for now then. Use creatures to fight. I'm just putting it there for now. We can always move them. You set a challenge and then circumvent them with cheese or glitches. What is the point of the challenge? That is true as well. I'm sure that Eddie also agrees with that for the the Spartan run, for example. We were doing a Spartan run, and I was like, you know what? In like the Mistlands, I really want to do magic. I really want to play magic because I like doing a magic build with my character. And I've not had the chance to do that a whole lot yet in like a normal playthrough, so I was like, please chat, shall we set up something and see if chat agrees with me using magic during the Spartan run, even though the Spartans didn't have magic, although they believed in mythology and they had like special abilities, so I found it a fun twist. But technically, like, Eddie is not like on that fence at all. He's like, this is cheesing. Just like Deathwish is like saying as well, like that's why we're doing this. This is for a normal playthrough. I start a community server, normal settings, normal people, normal playthrough. What is the cheese? Just that kind of stuff, you know. Now we're talking about anti-spawning. using workbenches, torches, campfires, wards to make a vicinity around your base that is spawn-proof. So when an event does happen, when night does fall, creatures have no ability to spawn. Where on this list would you place it? That's different to moat and raised ground. A bridge with a gap. Yeah, the anti-pathing bridges, that's also an interesting one. Emma, where goes automatic farming fall under the cheese spectrum? Could you be more specific, Jimmer? Automatic farming. Do you mean a mod or do you mean the scythe? What about the Eitertrick? Ooh, that's a good one too. What do you think yourself? Where would you place it? Anti-spawning is smart, okay. Clever cheese, get rested bonus with workstations instead of actual fire. That is a good, Ilas, that is a good one. That is such an OG thing to put in chat here. Nice. Everyone should play how they want, enjoy the game how you want it. That's more important to me. Yes! Death Wish, yes. Say it louder for the people in the back. Absolutely. Setting your world modifiers to passive creatures is not cheesing. You know what? I'm already gonna put it in the list. Because I saw this pop up in some places. It is not cheese if you decide to change the world modifiers. My personal opinion is not cheese. You decide how you play this game. That's just what I think of it. Definitely not cheese. I'm just gonna say change world modifiers because you can make it harder, you can make it easier. That's your choice. These are world modifiers. They are built into the game for a reason, not cheese. Or well, actually, it's now at clever cheese. It is not even cheese. That's how much I think it's not even supposed to be in this list. It's just there. So we can change things, so we can tweak the game how we like it. Just like Death Wish mentions as well. Fueling villages, gross neighbors isn't, you know, yeah. The game kind of forces you to with the burgers, with the fueling villages and the growths indeed. Using the ether balls. Ooh, what do you think? Is it also on edge cheese? Because the cart is in the on-edge cheese and the ether ball is kind of, you know, I feel like it's more in that direction. Ooh, automatic farm piggies. Yes, yeah, definitely cheese. Yeah, but where do we place it? Is it kind of cheese or is it really like on-edge cheese or cheater cheese? And the piggies. For the sake of spawn proofing, hiding them would be cheese. Expanding your base and incorporating them would be green. Creative cheese, fires, workstations. There is no spoon. There is no cheese. That is true. Exactly. All of these can be used as speedruns, as strategies, all of that stuff. This is just for normal playthroughs. Just so we all know, you know, there's so many layers of cheese. We are now looking at normal vanilla playthrough cheese. It's easier than a cart, so maybe slightly cheesier. But for Eiter, you already need to have those soft tissues. You need to have done crypts because you need to black cores. And you also need to have the thingy that for the Eiter sap words. You need to get the extractor as well. So for the Eiter to even be able to exist, you have already done certain things. So I wouldn't say it's easier. That's what I'm trying to say. Anti-spawning, I wouldn't say it's dumb. It's a choice. I play that way too. I don't really want to turn off rates because then my playthrough is not vanilla anymore in like the normal settings sense of the game. There's like so many layers once again that you can play this game on. And that's why I'm asking the question. I feel like the anti-spawning is really kind of in the middle here, personally. What do you think? Is this the white one? Anti-spawn. Is there a space behind it? Yes, there we go. Breeders are clever cheese for sure. Clever cheese? Really? The green one? The breeders. The queen with the refined outer. Okay. Yeah, I feel like refined outer is definitely on the same list as the card trick. To me. Like, you can always say like, no, no, no. Damage. Like, maybe the piggies and like the boar farms and all of that stuff is like kind of cheese, because you still need to get those creatures like a really big distance away for the baby creatures to not be in close vicinity to the original parents. Hiding workstations under the floor. Hiding workstations under the floor. I would say that's not even cheese, honestly. That's like... No. Oh, is it cheese? What do you think? That's a... You know, that's a good one. Is that cheese? I just think that's clever building, to be honest. Yellow to green, it automatically damages the surrounding structures outside of the iron and black marble. Yes, yeah, indeed. But it can be used to like kill creatures, kill the queen, like yeah. You would put it more towards the yellow? Each run can be different. Playing it how you want is just part of the fun. I've done normal, hardcore, no map, full cheese, mods, and I loved it all. Exactly. There's so many different ways you can play, and as long as you are upfront about it, playing with other people and follow the server rules, I see exactly that. Absolutely agree with Deathwish and Miss Couch Potato. It's mostly the rules you set as a community, but as you can see, there's a lot of gray area there. There is a lot of gray areas, and I have in the past struggled clearly defining those lines of where the cheese is allowed, you know? The cheese is mentioned, I would last 2 minutes, yeah. Anti-spawning outside the walls, orange or yellow. Oh, yeah, okay, so there's even differences there, Jimmer. Okay. Very, very interesting. You know what? I like that idea. Outside base. Inside base. Oh, yeah, kick it. Kick it. Kick the wall. Outside base, anti-spawning, inside base, you know? I think unless you drink soft out, yeah. Ballistas for boss fights. Ooh, darn right. I'm gonna say that ballistas are clever cheese, because I don't really feel like it's a cheese. I'm gonna put it here for now. With the pufferfish, yeah, like making a Grey Dwarf, what was the name? There was a name for it. A Grey Dwarf farm. I think it's just that easy. I'm just making it more difficult in my head. Also feels kind of in between these two. Grey Dwarf farm. Yeah, clever cheese indeed. It's not... Well, Grey Dwarf farms, really? You would say it's not even clever cheese? Grey Dwarf farms, that means it's the same as changing world modifiers, for example. I opt for spawn proofing. You actively go for cheese, which is fine, but noteworthy. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I think the anti-spawning in between those two is kind of good. You know, outside of base is a little bit more cheesy because you can go really wide. And then inside of your base is like, you just do that naturally. Oh, that's a good one, Comic Zombie. Fighting on top of burial chambers. I think it's just most like to broaden that out a little bit. Like ranging creatures from a position where they can't get to you, let's say. Like fighting creatures, I think maybe in my document I have like a shorter way to say it. Sniping on top of like structures or something like that. Yeah, out of reach. Sniping out of reach. Let's say we call it like that. Sniping creatures out of reach. Where would that be positioned on the cheese? Legit tactics, no cheese. What is cheese? What does cheese mean? Handy Grimmare, and I'm trying to find the ways to the Biome Gate mod on V's server. I had so much fun over there. Yeah, exactly. Like Norsen knows his cheese. Signs in crypts. Where does that line on the cheese meter? Using signs so creatures don't see you or can't get to you. That's a trick that I know that Norsen used a lot in Infested Mines. Sniping is clever cheese. Yeah, you would put it like in clever cheese. Well, sniping itself, yes. Sniping is definitely clever cheese. Although, like, it's not even cheese, is it? Because it's sniping. But, like, you know what? I feel like... ranging from a safe place is kind of cheese. Because if creatures can get to you and you're just sniping them, that's, you know, that's kind of on the edge of not really how you're supposed to play the game. In some ways, of course. You can stand on a crypt and shoot creatures. It's not like that's bad, but it's also not a fair game. You know that. It's cheesy, like breeding. Okay. The Great War Farm. You know what? Let's put the Great War Farm on the kind of cheese as well. Oh, and I need to add some coloring. I'm gonna put the creature farm in the kind of cheese as well, because even though it's cheesy, a lot of people do this, you know, ranging from a safe place, making a Great War farm. What was the other one? The creature farm, making a creature farm. These are all things that people do, and it's not necessarily frowned upon. I think that's kind of where that line between yellow and orange is gonna be. Like, how frowned upon is it? Is it something that gets blocked by some communities, or is it allowed by communities? You know, card trick. You know, people are usually fine with it. Modes, so I'm like, but it's more, you know, it's more. This is gonna be a difficult stream. This is gonna be a difficult stream to give it all like a spot, because once again, that line is different for everyone. But I do think it's an interesting conversation to have. Fighting with a hoe is cheese. I don't know. The ooze bombs. Ooh, are ooze bombs cheese? You know what? I'm gonna put the ooze bombs with the ballistas at clever cheese. I'm gonna put bombs here, because it's all of the bombs. Yeah, ooze bomb cheese, because I mean, it's in the game. Like, using creatures to fight for you, using ballistas, using bombs. Is it cheesy? You know what? Well, less than ranging a creature from a really safe spot where they can get to you. That is like a little bit more cheesy, you know? Surtling farm. Let's include the Surtling farm with the creature farm. But yeah, indeed. That's I would place it there as well. Aha! Eyeless, also a good one about the farming with the, well, XP farming with the twig or something like that. Between 2 pine trees and the troll can't follow me through, I shoot the troll with an arrow. That's not cheese. Well, that's like, we decided. It is kinda cheese, because you're ranging from a safe place. Is it bad? No, everyone does it. Lol, I do it. Oh, all of the people do it, or have done it at least once. But it's kinda cheese, because the troll can't get to you. He's not going after you, you're not running away while you're also stringing your bow, running low on stamina, so there's some cheese there, you know? But we all love cheese here, clearly, so... Yes, indeed. That's a good one, Deathwish. Yes, yes, yes. The portals. And logging out and logging back in again for certain things. Staff of Ember style. Oh my goodness. Campfires in crypts to block the pathing. That's definitely also a cheese. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the campfire in a crypt here, just because, well, because it's kind of cheesy, yeah. Campfire in crypt. There we go. Moose bombs plus steel tower feels cheesy. Oh, that is definitely true. Oh, so circumstantial, but so true. Oh, I got a type on ballistas. Ballistas, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of typos in this list. Ballistas, did I write it correctly now? Chat is going pretty fast too. Oh, it's double L. Oh, I'm gonna read. Oh, dang it. I made it worse.
Chris_V brings in full
Chris! Nice! Oh my goodness, I've never met someone that wrote Chris that way. Like, the name Chris in that way. That is so cool. Chris, where are you from? That's such a cool way to write like Chris. That is so cool. Stuck bear glitch is very cheesy. Yeah, like the bear. Stag breaker is definitely cheese. Ooh, yeah, using the stag breaker. And use its AoE? I like, my brain can't AoE. AoE damage. With walls. I think that's an important wall, you know? An important point for the on-edge cheese. Like, using the AoE of a weapon through walls, through doors, that kind of stuff, you know? Yes, indeed, Uncle. Oh my goodness, I brought a topic today. Bonfire fight, abominations, or race. Yeah, like using the campfire. Maybe like using the campfire on a creature that is, you know, is more cheese, you know, on edge cheese. Just an online handle, really, nothing special. I like it. That is such a cool idea. Oh my goodness. Well, welcome on in. What were you doing today? Were you also playing Valheim? No. Oh, I'm right by Nest. That's why. Use campfire on creatures. I would say that using a campfire on stuck creatures is more cheesy than using campfires in a crypt to get your rested buff, get rested faster, all of that kind of stuff. Oh, Eyeless, you don't agree that the hammer, or maybe it's the fighting one, no, the building one, I mean, isn't really cheese? Base and every biome run. Oh, I love that. Just hit the echelons and forgot how unforgiving it is early on. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm gonna try and do my first ever solo, like, sail to the Ashlands on Thursday, so like in 2 days. So I'm really excited. Stagbreaker to fight yes, using the Stagbreaker to find silver or scrap metal in the swamps. What do you think? That's a good one. To AoE through walls? Yeah, exactly. It's a creative way to do it. Yeah. Nice. Well, welcome on in, Chris. Thank you so incredibly much for raiding in. You are absolutely amazing. By the way, if you need to do what you need to do after like raiding and streaming and all of that stuff, if you need a drink, a snack, put on your relaxy pants, be sure to do so. You are amazing. Thank you so much for raiding. Before I forget, because, you know, I'm a potato and there's a lot of things going on in chat today as well. It goes both ways. An oozer poisoned by boars through a wall. So yeah, like, the creatures in the game can also cheese. They can also attack through walls. I've been there too. But you know, just because the game does it doesn't mean that we should do it too. I feel like a mother that's like educating. Just because they jump off a cliff doesn't mean that we need to jump off a cliff too, you know? I just hear my own mother say that. 2-star wolf fighting cheese or Lox or Esksen. Ooh, I would say using tamed creatures to fight for you. Definitely like intended cheese, you know? I'm gonna make this a little bit shorter. That's what she said. So it's a little bit, you know, bigger. Make it smaller to make it bigger. There you go. Terrain manipulation in advance to beat the boss. Yeah, I feel like that's similar to the on edge cheese here. Or is it like really cheater cheese? What do you say? Rex, welcome on in. Good luck with that. That's a really fun biome. Yeah, really fun. I'm so excited. It's pretty cheese. By the way, yeah, Chris, today we're looking into all of the different cheeses in Valheim and where they kind of place on the cheese list. Is it like really like cheater cheese, like the chair trick to enter crypts before you can get the swamp key? Is it more like clever cheese, like using ballistas and bombs, and like the bombs can still turn on you. You can still walk through that bomb yourself. You can still run in front of the blob bombs. You can still run in front of a ballista yourself and like do stuff like that as well. So there is definitely quite some layering to this. I mean, using the Stagbreaker to find silver. Yeah, no, exactly. A Stagbreaker. Like, I would say that the Stagbreaker to... Oh my god, stop it. Stop it! I'll put a workbench here so I stop spawning. Also kind of cheese, you know? But once again, just because it's cheese doesn't mean we can't do this in the game. Definitely not when you're playing alone. When you're playing solo, it doesn't matter. You can cheese all you want. But if you're playing with community members, if you're playing with friends, it can sometimes really help to define some of those lines between what is allowed and what is considered as not allowed cheese in a playthrough. So this conversation just really I want to get that ball rolling, so it's more accepted that there is just a lot of cheese in this game and that there's no clean line that defines it. Because that's what you get when you're playing Valheim. Every playthrough is a little bit different. Yes, Stagbreaker. To find metals. Glitching out of a dungeon with the feather cape to travel great distances on the map. Ooh, cheater cheese. That is a... Ooh, nice. Thank you. Thank you, that fish. I was like thinking like we need more like real cheater cheese, you know? This is deliberate cheater cheese. Like, You know what? I'm gonna call it glitch with feather cape to fly far. Because there's also the one with the catapult thingy. There's also one by getting hit by a stone golem so you can fly. So just that way, you know? Glitch with the feather cape to fly far. That's definitely a cheater cheese. Good one. Be better at the game, Chad. Jimmer, no. We can all play however we like to play. Defeat stone golems with a pickaxe climbing on their heads. You know what? I'm gonna call that one clever cheese. Because, well, it's also not... I wouldn't call this clever, because I would die before I get on top of a rock golem. And the pickaxe... I like using the iron mace. I just... Like, it does so much damage against it. Why use your pickaxe? You do so little damage with it. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I have tried many times to jump on top of a rock golem and died while trying to get on top of it. So... rock golem. Pick on top of rock golem. There we go. Like, honestly, if you can get on top of the rock golem without dying, you can have all of that cheese, in my opinion. Friendly fire disabled, a cheese. Ooh, immerse. Oh, yes, Jimmer. That is a good one. To beat bossing is more cheesy. Yeah, that, you know, that is true. Let's say boss terrain manipulation is gonna go here as well. Boss terrain. Ooh, you wrote it. Terrain manipulation. Yeah, the terrain manipulation is definitely also kind of, you know, depending on the situation. What about torches? Yeah, torches for vultures, bears, great dwarfs, neck. There's a lot of creatures that are afraid of fire. You know what? I feel like that's a clever cheese, because you use the game's mechanic against itself. At the door, causing damage, and only works because we can't do friendly fire. That, you know what? I agree. I feel like the clever... I feel like it's also clever cheese to not have friendly fire on. Because it's also... That's just how the game is standard, you know? I don't really want to put it too high, because it's just how the game originally is. They don't have friendly fire on automatically, which is the case for other games like 7 Days to Die, Grounded, for example. Those games, when you hop on, you don't need to do anything. Friendly fire is on. In Valheim, you hop on, friendly fire is off. So it does feel like it is just clever cheese. Oh, there's so many good things to add to this list, but I keep on missing things. Oh yeah, the torch trick. Feels like it's also clever cheese. The torch one. Because you use the game's mechanic. Use fire to scare creatures. Yeah, peeps, if I miss something, because chat is going pretty fast, you can always highlight a message or just put it in chat again. That is completely fine. No spamming, of course, you know. We're all humans and adults here. but you can always put it in chat again. Clever cheese, yes indeed. Which is scary away bears? Yeah, they do. Wait, it does, right? Did I like remember that wrong? Can someone let me know in chat, because I'm not sure now. I'm always, if I can't fact check it from my own content, I'm never really 100% sure, you know. Torches scare bears. Thank you, Death Wish. Yes, like you never know. I have the mind of a potato. So Niv, thank you as well. Yes, indeed. A friendly fire is... it is not a world modifier. It is like... Oh, that's my autism a little bit. Like, it's not in the world modifiers, but it's also kind of a... You know? I see it as separate from a world modifier, but yeah, it's like... Gray zone together with the world modifiers for sure, Grug. They're too afraid of fire. They literally kill naked with 0 skills and 2 torches. Yeah, I've seen a lot of speedrunners use the campfires and like blocking creatures from running and just put a campfire underneath them. Bears are very, very easy to, like, you know, to kill. It doesn't seem to work with wolves. The fire? Like, that they're afraid of fire? I don't think wolves are afraid of fire. Ooh, that's a good one, Park. Checking the map seed to see where everything is. I would say that is cheater cheese. 100%. Oh. Is there a rock column nearby? Because they're attacking something. Yeah, I think so. Yep, check seed on world map. Definitely a cheater cheese. Good one, Park. Nice. You use the game mechanics that were intended. Yeah, but like, you know, dodge rolling. Where do you think dodge rolling exists on this list? I feel like it's clever cheese because you're also shredding the balance. But dodge rolling, like in no hit runs, it doesn't make sense. Just like PvP, if you're bundled in a group together and you're doing damage close to each other, that is kind of weird. Just like when a creature is like doing fire bombs and whatever and you're just dodge rolling and you're still fine. Also, you know, it's the game's mechanic. I completely agree, but you know, like that's the whole thing about this list. A lot of this is like, where does it belong? Let's see. Oh, dang it. I forgot what I was just talking about, but I'm sure we'll bring it up again. I'm not sure about torches, but campfires definitely do. It's cheater cheese. Yes, definitely cheater cheese. Absolutely agree, Uncle. With torch and flint axe works every time. Oh my god, Krug. What? You fight bears early game with your flint axe? Doesn't that take ages? The bear has so much health. What even? Bears have so much health. That is so crazy to me. You spend like a whole day hitting it with your flint axe. Speedrunners use cheese to make the game harder. Speedrunners use cheese to be speedrunners. Which is super logical. Like, they use strategies. They use the Eichter power together with Corpse Run. They deliberately die to get Corpse Run just so they can explore in the mountains without taking damage and without losing stamina. Because when you have Corpse Run activated together with Eichter, you gain stamina as you sprint and jump. Where does that belong on the list? That is like, you deliberately die at the edge of a mountain, so when you pick up your grave, you can get a head start and you can just pop your Eichter and hop on the mountain. You know, so that's also not that the strategies that speedrunners use are bad. It's to kind of place them as well, because I can feel like in the speedrunning community, there's also talk about what is allowed cheese and what is not. So it's something that got me thinking about. This is why this conversation got started. I was watching a speedrunner, and I told someone like, I don't really cheese. and I was like, okay, if I do cheese, I kind of need to, like, I say to people that I don't cheese, but like, I clearly do, because I make moats, I use the card trick, I abuse the terrain sometimes, so, you know, I don't want to say to people that I don't cheese when I do. I want to know where my standing is myself as well. Yeah, wolves do not care for fire. Agreed. Red cheese. Deer hunting with the cooking station. Blocking creatures from running away is definitely a cheese. I would say it's on edge cheese. Structures. Blocking creatures with structures is really on edge cheese. Like, it's maybe even cheater cheese, but you know, they can sometimes also destroy the structures, or you know, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll do a no map run on a future. Yeah, but see, that's like special situation. That's fine. It's not like it's bad to use the seeds. Like, I allow it at a certain point in my playthroughs as well. Like, once we have defeated a certain boss, I share the seed with people and then they can just look where everything is. But before that, it's not allowed. And if they do use it, that would be cheater cheese, you know? Flying with a feather cave, high mountain berserker, secondary attack. Not really a glitch. Oh, we covered it. Cheater cheese. Yeah, using the feather cape to fly to far off distances is considered by us, our standards, cheater cheese from now on. Infinite stone and infinite wood glitch is cheese. Ooh, what is the infinite wood one? Infinite stone with Rockies? I can see. Skills from dodging an axe. That is true. You get skills from dodge rolling now. Concealing iron poles inside core wood poles, or using iron beams to build stone floors in swamp tree fortresses. That's not cheese. That's just builder. That's builder shenanigans. I'm gonna allow it, Jimmer. We're not very builder focused on this cheese list for sure. Going down the mountain using a boat, I'm gonna deem that one not cheese. It is official, because that's, you know what, there can be so much that goes wrong living on the edge. I'll allow it. I don't even see it as cheese. Maybe like the green cheese. Sequence breaking. Oh, you mean like animation breaking, like so you can attack really fast? Is that what you mean, Adams? Endgame character on a fresh new world? That's definitely cheesing. That's even like full on cheating. Not just cheater cheese, it's like, yeah, we're gonna put it at a cheater cheese. And a game character on New Worlds. There we go. That's a good one too. Ooh, my goodness, it's going fast. What did Saw say? The felling of the card trick. Otherwise, I need to see the card trick. Oh, dang it. Where is it? The card. Oh, there it is. I'm surprised there's so little mistakes I've written yet, I guess. Or maybe you're just all kind and not saying it to me. Oh. Pick a card. Annie, oh my god. And whenever I see the video where the dude uses like 1000 gravestones to use corpse run to swim across an ocean. Oh, that is special for sure. Stealing iron from the Mistlands bridges. Nah, I'm not gonna say that's cheese. That's like intended use. That's very much intended use. Okay, add the card to the card one. Okay, I fixed it. Isn't cheese? No, the iron beams is definitely not cheese. Catapult feather cape is cheese. It is a good time. I agree. Definitely a good time. But it's definitely cheater cheese. The game clearly wants you to sail there because they like force like an ocean in between you and the next island / continent. There was one time at university. Oh my god. Emma allows it. Nice. I'm going to keep doing it. Oh my god. I'm gonna get like angry people on my oh, that's a Dutch saying, op mijn dak krijgen. I'm gonna get them on my roof, you know? That's like a Dutch saying, get people on your roof when you're like, when they're like knocking on your door, like, hey, I heard you allowed this. Boat mountain surfing is a must-see. I mean, if you have sailed down a mountain with a ship, you know that it's also very dangerous. And I have like died from that kind of stuff. So you know what? Fair game. You know what? I'll put it at the clever cheese just because we have placed it somewhere, because it's also just really funny. If you get your metals down the mountain that way, good on you, mate. Yeah, if you survive that, good for you. Down mountains. There we go. No, that's not mountain. There we go. Behind doors. Oh yes, Rocky. That's definitely on edge cheese. It's a stag breaker to find metals and AoE damage behind walls. Definitely on edge cheese, you know. Oh yes, Sauce, you mentioned that one. I put it in my list. The floating silver one strike. I feel like, honestly, that's not really cheese. It's very satisfying mostly. It's more worked to get them to pop like that. What I do think is kind of cheesy, using floating silver against wolves. If you get the wolf event while you're in the mountains farming silver, I have definitely stood on top of a silver vein, so the creatures would not be able to get to me. It's kind of getting close to terrain abuse, so it feels like that silver strategy is kind of in the same line as the on-edge cheese. To use, yes, animation cancelling, that's the word. Oh, thank you, Miss Couch Potato, that's a good one. I'm gonna say that animation cancelling is... Oh, it's difficult to do, so you need to, like, know how to do it. Oh, difficult. What do you think, peeps? Animation cancelling. Is it cheater cheese or is it on edge cheese? Because it's not easy to do. You really need to practice to be able to be good at it. So that makes it more, you know. World hopping for resources. Oh, that's definitely. But like, yeah, like, that's a good one too, Miss Couch Potato. Yeah, definitely a good one too. Hopping off of a world with metals and dropping it in a box on a local world, going back to the original world, go to the place where you want those metals, and then, like, bring those metals to that location that way. I've done it. Like, I didn't like to go sailing back in the day. I didn't like to go out of my base at all. I was just constantly in my base. Building things. I've done it too. So I was probably a cheater cheese at some point. Infinite wood and stone trick. Yeah, like me too. Like what is that? Yeah, I'm missing things in chat, peeps. I'm so sorry, but like keep them coming too. Seems to use a lot of sequence breaking, playing the game out of order. Yeah, exactly. But that's okay. We're not talking about speedrunning here right now, because a lot of these tricks are like in the cheater cheese section are speedrunner strategies. That is fine. That's like, if you play a normal playthrough, you are not here to do it as fast as you can. You want to do the progression. That's kind of the thing. Happy lurking, Blackbird. Cheese. Yeah, hopping off of the world and hopping back in again. How do I best say this? I'm gonna say animation cancelling, also gonna put it, you know what, even if you get to the stage that you can do it, still cheater cheese. There we go. Skull. Thank you, Eyeless. It's Bob, so satisfying. It's even more work than doing it the other way, so I would say that popping metals is actually not a cheese, to be honest. Log in, log out to move metals. Cheater cheese. It's confirmed. It is potato official. Ooh, yeah, it's going fast. Love and animation cancel it. Oh no, and it's I'm cheating. No. Well, if you ask the owner of your server or the server you play on if it's fine, and they're like, oh yeah, sure, you know, it's a skill, it's all fine. It doesn't really matter. That's the thing. Or we need to move it from the cheater cheese. What do you think, peeps? Animation cancelling, because it's a skill too. It's not easy to be able to do it. Is it a cheater cheese? Or maybe it's not. Varia, yes, the wall of science. It's the wall of cheese. It's the wall of cheese, Varia. While sailing down a mountain in a ship, a rudder. Just sailing, just all of the sailing down the mountains. On vanilla worlds, what world modifiers? As long as you have it stone placed and then pick it up, it adds addition. Oh, okay, that's the trick. Well, if you change the world modifiers, I mean, you know. It's a special case. We are talking about normal cases here. No special cases. Just all the good old normal stuff. The mast back. Okay, hold on to the mast. Wow. Since it's not easy to do an intention... Is there an exploit for cheater cheese? I'm not sure I get that one sauce. Animation cancelling is part of the dodge rolling mechanic. That's a good point. Kind of like the dodge roll indeed, because there is that danger to it. Good point indeed. There are also appropriate cheese for speed runs, moderate runs, normal runs. Yeah, exactly. Every single run is special. Hydrate, peeps. Yeah, hydrate together. Skull. Xako, welcome on in. I'm cheating. Nymph. No. You place a stone and then pick him up with a multiplier. Okay, yes, okay. Could you demonstrate the animation cancelling? I have, like, people have been teaching me sometimes in my chat, but I'm not very good at it. There is like with the dance emote, because you need to keybind it. Like, I'm not using the emote wheel. I'm not using the chat. What I'm doing is I'm keybinding an emote to a certain key, so that when I press that key, I'll give you a better example. Look, you can press it really quickly. And if you time that emote just right after just doing an attack of some kind, this is not a good one because it's quite fast with the knives. But if you can time it in such a way that you automatically like... Can I like, you know, there's ways to do that. I can't. I'm sorry. People have been trying to teach me, definitely with like the arrows, like when you're shooting. But I'm not good at it. Nymph, maybe, yeah? Do you want to show us? Cheater cheese because it abuses a defect that was not intended by the devs. That is a good one, Shenanigans. That's indeed why I placed it in the cheater cheese. It is not a mechanic intended by the developers of this game. Where the green cheese is clearly like intended by the developers, except for the sailing down the mountains. Maybe it was also intended by the developers that you sail down the mountain, of course. You know, and this really feels like it's not intended by the developers to use those strategies, and as you go more to the left side, it's less and less intended. Hi Jonathan, welcome on in. How's your day going? Glittery, I'm doing great. What about you? Portal glitch to get into the seal tower. Oh, portal glitches. Ooh, like not getting damage while you're inside of a portal so you can survive poison damage. What are some more portal tricks? Like portal tricks in general. Cheater cheese? What do you think, peeps? Transporting metal through different worlds. Yeah, kind of cheese for you? Well, it's not intended by the developers. What do you think, peeps? Ooh, swords are the best for animation okay, yeah, the people in my chat know a lot better about animation cancelling. I'm not aware about any of that stuff. Hi, Lord Viking! Welcome on in! Thank you for the scream! Log rolling on the list. Wait, log rolling? What do you mean with log rolling, Jonathan? What? Oh my god. Chat is going so fast. Some are worse than others by far. Well, immunity, that's not for me to decide. You know, it's all of them together. We package them in one group. I'm still learning here in Valheim. Thanks for the info and the dance emo thing. You're welcome, Gerg. Nice, thank you for the shouty, Uncle. Clever cheese? I'm not sure what you mean about the log. Log rolling. What is log rolling? And thank you. Always eager to watch your videos. Aw, thank you, Glittery. I appreciate it. Throwing ooze bombs through walls. Oh yes, AoE through walls. It's on the cheesy edge of, you know, the edge of the cheese. AoE damage through walls. The blob bombs themselves, not through walls, is clever cheese. Very cheesy, but not sure if it's cheating. Yeah, maybe we can put the on edge of cheese, you know? I'll plop it here for now. Oh, missing ingredients. When did I turn it off? Oh, during my dances earlier. Portal tricks. Just in general, you know, using the portal to get inside of crypts is just as much chair trick, you know, just to make that clear. Inside the echelons force because it is indestructible. Jimmer, that's a good one to put on the clever cheese list. Base inside of fortress. Good one. Fortress. Okay, yeah, if there's any more dyslexia typos in there, you can always hit me up on Discord as well. Oh my goodness, I'm way behind. Oh my goodness. To go hard for the first time, I think we made a big mistake. 50 hours and we just killed the elder. Yeah, you're like one of the first playthroughs and you're playing in hard. Poppy, that is indeed like... that is rough. Just so you know, it's a challenge. Have fun with it. But if you don't have fun, maybe consider changing the world modifiers indeed. It's not for you? Oh my goodness. You're a pro in like animation cancelling then, Def. Breaking fine wood with normal trees. Yeah, like using creatures to get materials. Is that the one that you were talking about, Jonathan? Taking down oaks with other trees? Yeah, or like, yeah, something like that. Where do we place that? And how do I word it shortly? Like in a short way. Oh my god, I'm so behind on chat. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, using creatures to mine materials. To mine materials, or use trees to get fine wood. I think it's more kind of cheese. Both of them. Because you're playing a little danger game, but it's also not always kind of intended, you know? Is it intended? It's, you know, it takes a lot of time. So you know what? Kind of cheese. Use creatures to get resources. And you know what? I'm gonna put the log one in here too. I have definitely almost killed myself trying to get fine wood that way. Use logs to get fine wood. I feel like those are both really good kind of cheeses, because is it cheese? You know, it's cheese the same, using the trolls to break copper. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, yeah, that's the thing. The on edge cheese and the canned cheese always have like a bit of overlap with each other. Like tree rolling to get fine wood early. Thank you, Mihai. I appreciate you. It's clever. Yeah, there's high risk, high reward, definitely, but doesn't mean it can't also be cheese. Is that how the devs like intended for you to get that resource? No. So, you know, using the two-handed early axes to get fine wood, that's how they intended it to be. Use troll or other logs to get fine wood? No. So, you know, that there's like slight differences there. Also, happy lurking, Jonathan! Oh my god, it was always nice to see you in chat. Clever risk, yes, indeed. No issue with doing that. Okay. How do you feel about using wooden weapons to tame critters to raise skill? Oh yeah, the twig one. Varia, good question. If the tame critters... Ooh, using tame creatures to level your skills. Why not use twig? Like, why kill your creatures? To kill the queen for you, at least do the hard work. Yes, indeed, glittery. That one's in the list. Use Aether for damage is on edge cheese. The troll mining. Yeah. You can always start a new world and redo all of it in a normal run. Figure out the game and come back to hard mode. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Poppy. If you, like, want to find a way around that, Uncle gave, like, a really nice solution. You can always do a normal run and then come back to the hard run. If you really want to keep that hard run your hard run, you know, if you don't want to switch your modifiers while you're in a playthrough. To build in the echelons, cancel animation, I can just do sometimes on a good day. See, like, but that's the thing, like, it's also high risk, high reward. Is it intended by the developers? No. So that's the whole cheese discussion. That's what I was here for. This is all the cheese that I was here for. Archer block trainer to raise blocking skill. Yeah, we still need like all the leveling kind of cheeses. Is definitely like, we haven't talked about a lot of these XP training cheeses. Oh, watch this fought to see all of the cheeses, right, Vidi? so much cheese. They fall on other trees, they knock them down. See, like, Gurk, people have been like knocking on my door, you know, like op mijn dak, like on my roof, like I said before. It's a Dutch saying. But people have been angry with me because I say I want to do a non-cheese run, and I like always being really excited about the cultivator and farming was like, okay, but I am gonna use like a way to get like some metals and stuff like a little bit early. But that was like, yeah, you use a troll to get a little bit of metals early to get the cultivator. So I guess the metal thing was an issue, but just fine wood is not, you know? So there is like that difference. Magic, fire staff, troll staff. I feel like woodcutting with the troll staff is definitely clever use, because that troll can turn on you like bam, you know? To farm resources. I feel like that's definitely on the clever cheese area. Twig isn't cheese. No, but if you place Twig in a position that it can't attack back, is that cheese? I feel like it's on edge cheese, or maybe kind of cheese, you know? Placing the bullseye in such a way of the archery targets so that when you pull it really fast, it always hits the bullseye. That's also kind of cheese, right? Sequence breaking on here anywhere. Yes, Fiddy. Yes, indeed. Animation cancelling. Early asks Sven, or getting chickens early in the seal tower. Oh, that's what you meant with sequence breaking. Sorry, I thought you meant animation cancelling. Well, how would you get early asks Sven? Like, you still need to get to the echelons, and if you use the feather cape trick, then it's cheater cheese. We covered the feather cape one. Getting the eggs from the tower, I would not say that's cheese. If you defeat that tower, fair and square, not with a trick as well, it's fair game. 3 consecutive streams, thank you, Viddy. I did some testing. Hitting real enemies is 5 times the experience. Oh, okay. As much XP per hit than using Twig. Because it's 3 times as much. What? Okay, that is interesting. Ooh, interesting, interesting. I think they tweaked some things there, because last time I tested this, I didn't get a difference between wild creatures, at least, and the Twig. Campfire Encrypt? Yes, Adita, we covered Campfire Encrypt. It is... Campfire... Oh, Campfire Encrypt. And using campfires to kill creatures is on edge. So there's like a little difference there. Yeah, when I'm reading chat, I'll position myself in such a way that you can hopefully read all of the cards. Yeah, like Twig abuse is cheese. Using Twig what it's intended for is like is not really cheese. Usually use a troll to mine. Me too. I love using a troll to mine. Also, when I'm like far past those biomes anyways, it's just more fun than just chopping constantly, you know, and you can practice skills, dodge rolling, blocking, all of that kind of stuff. So just because something is on this cheese list doesn't mean that it's not allowed or that it's an issue or something like that. It all depends on where you are progressively, what kind of run you're playing, what kind of challenges you are putting for yourself. Like, this list is just really, I've said it before, I'll say it again, to get that ball rolling, that it's a conversation, because it's just sometimes really difficult when you're starting a community server. Where is that line? And if you don't clearly define it, people will still do certain cheeses that you're not okay with, while other cheeses are okay in your opinion. Like using a ship to sail down the mountain, or, you know, using a Great War farm, using A safe place to range creatures. That's another type of cheese that is fine for a lot of people, whereas moats can be an issue for certain people. Using AoEs through walls is kind of different for certain people. So this kind of creates that topic a little bit so we can talk about this and make it a little bit more, you know, so we can open up this conversation. Ooh, card boating. I'm gonna put card boating at on edge cheese. I love that one. Yep, that's really, like, there's also some danger there, but definitely not intended by the developers. Get infinite storage with boxes is kind of cheater cheese. Is it cheater cheese? I'm gonna put it here for now. Infinite boxes with card. It's with the tea. All of the tea. Ooh, I would love some tea right now. Good one. Yeah. Rockspire portal glitch. Actually, I'm not sure if that's 3 times or 5 times, since players can kill you and still kill. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, it doesn't matter if creatures can still kill you, or like how intended is it more by the developers of the game. I feel like that's mostly something to keep in mind. Like, not high risk, high reward necessarily, but how intended is it by the developers that we can actually do this, you know? Use the card to destroy a ward. Is that intended by the developers? I really don't think so. Damaging creatures through walls. No, I don't think that's intended. You know, setting up an AFK safe spot. You know, you have Hildur and Haldor, and the Bog Witch, if she's in a good mood, might protect you in her bubble. But, like, see, that's like the thing. There's so many layers. Immunity, you can craft and swim to the echelons. Raft and swim to the echelons. Where does that... I don't know, immunity, what do you think? Where would you place it on the list? R/primary attack. Oh, yes, Samuel. Emote, like animation cancelling, is cheater cheese. Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, teleporting tree. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. I'm just getting to your message, so yeah, I need some reading up that I need to do. But everything said in chat is so interesting. Adita, yes, we covered the campfire one. Tails World, campfires and crypts is not cheese. It's kind of cheese. Where did we put it? Yeah, like campfires is just kind of cheese to get that rested buff, or like being rested. And if you really deliberately place it in the path of creatures so they can't get to you, like you can do in the crypts, or so creatures can walk over it, it is on edge cheese more. Oh yes, Eyeless, Mr. Emma is already using the new emote that I made to make notes. Thank you, Sauce, for like prickling my brain today, because I made this emote today after he tickled my brain. La 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 la. I used the car to get to the echelons on my server. Like, you know what? We got ships, so it's like, yeah. Where do we put like other ships to get into the echelons? You know. Peaches. Oh, Peaches! Peaches is amazing. I love Peaches. Using sharp stakes in combat. What do you mean, Samuel? You mean like the spikes? I Damp a lot. Sir Damp a lot. god, I love that. Valheim is cheese. Valheim is the goat. Yeah. So she did it. I almost did. I corrected myself. I can bring tea. Oh yes, please, please, honey. Yes, I would love some tea. It's legit. I left it to the swamp. Okay, water is too rough to steer the cart properly. I ran to spire, so I just hugged the mast till it broke. You did get the bits back. Nice, Varia. Okay, I've gotten to Sir Dempelot's. So, I feel like I'm reading up quite nicely. Cooking stations to block pathing. Oh yes, the blocking creatures with structures is right here. It is orange cheese. It is American cheese. And the yellow cheese is Gouda cheese. And the green cheese is Stilton cheese. And the red cheese is spicy cheese. What is a good red cheese? Let's see, because I look 1 second away and I like see all these messages pop up as well. I just did it because I wanted to build a Grausten on my main building. Oh, if it's building cheeses, we're not talking about building cheeses here. No. Building in creatures so they can't run away. That's that's cheese we're talking about. But like, yeah, most of the building shenanigans I'm not gonna count as cheese in this one. What about using a guide to figure out how to make things or beat bosses? Ooh, is that cheese? I feel like that's clever cheese. Using guides. Oh, that's an interesting one. I hadn't thought of that. And I make them, so like I make guides. Yay. Use guides. What about Hugin then, for example? Because Hugin is also kind of a guide. But I'm sure you're meaning like YouTube guides and stuff like that, yeah. To be built in crypts when this was not intended, I think, to rest. It's not a cheese. Well, but I can imagine you need to destroy the campfire once you're done resting. And why it's right here is because you will leave the campfire so you can get the resting buff, so your stamina regens faster. That's why it's on the orange list. Baby Bell. Yes, sauce. Baby Bell. Chili cheese. Oh, that's also a good one, but like Baby Bell, it's in my thumbnail on YouTube as well. So I like, and I grew up with Baby Bell, so using dragon heads to node directions on no maps. Using dragon head to node directions in no map. Samuel, that is new to me. Can you explain? Using dragon head? What? Jarden, I'm going all the way with the beach with the longship. Being rough there. At least initially there is no way drop the carve. Yeah, there is a region in the Ashlands seas where the seas are like meant to be harsher than when you arrive on the shore of the Mistlands. Ooh, building a base on top of floating copper is cheese. What about on one of those Mistlands spires? You can like really be high up in the sky. I think the copper is kind of cheese, but the Mistlands one is on edge cheese, because the Mistlands one, you are so high up in the sky. The copper one, you're limited to how high you can go with that one, or the copper is gonna pop. And if a troll comes by and he starts smashing about, you might destroy your base. So I'm gonna put the floating bases maybe on the on edge cheese. Right? No, it's like, it's also kind of. I don't know. What do you think? Floating bases on edge or kind of cheese? We're all clever cheeses for watching Emma. Ayo! Good cheese from Cheese Peter in Holland is the best cheese. Ooh. Tea. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Got some tea. Yay! In my Valcon mug. Look how cool. Yay! Valcon. Valcon. Yeah, by the way, peeps, if you're new here and you don't know what Valcon is yet, Valcon is a Valheim convention. We're gonna do it in April. And there's gonna be events, you can join in like treasure hunts, you can do so much stuff for Valcon and join and all that stuff. So be sure to join my Discord or check out the linkies that are in chat right now to be able to join. It's for Valheim players, by Valheim players. It's all just collectively being really happy that we have this game and finding similar-minded peeps out there. So always welcome to join. And if you're a content creator, you can send me a personal message or send me a DM or something, because we can talk about your, like, contribution to it if you want to do some shenanigans, create a video, make a panel, that kind of stuff. La 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 la. Let's, ooh, cheese. Using fire hazard to clear forests. I would say that that one is definitely intended cheese, because, well, the game, if you do it with world modifiers, it's a separate thing. If it's in the echelons, it's intended. It feels a little bit too specific. I'm gonna leave it out, but like very low cheese level, I would say. Oh yes, Immunity is doing a no metal run. I've made it to another stream. Hi Wally, welcome on in. 31, 34, 41, 43 iron. Some half of it was iron pick. Making sure everyone gets the tea. Oh, I'm missing quite some things in chat, peeps. I'm gonna need to scroll down because I'm missing too much. I'm out of cheese. Oh, I still have my own list we can go over as well. I haven't looked at all that much at my own list yet. Things shouldn't float. That is very true. Maybe it's cheater cheese, you know? Kinda cheese, you say? Okay. Towards your base and unequip the hammer. If you re-equip the head, it will still point in the same direction. What? Oh, I'm not necessarily... I don't understand it exactly, Samuel. Always welcome on my Discord to explain it some more, because that sounds interesting. I've done a no-map run before. I'm not sure what you mean by dragon head, but that's interesting. That's really interesting. No-map cheese, you can use a cooking station, break it, and then the wood that is dropped will point north-south. Ooh, that's a nice one. But yeah, that's like no-map cheese. Hey, locations is more pickable. Smart. Yeah, like truly floating though. Like in the Mistlands you can create a truly floating base, like completely separated from the ground. Falcon, yes! Tempelot, yes! I made it here as well. Yes, using portals, it's in the list. It is definitely cheese. Community saver, so I didn't want to heal their stuff without others, plus I haven't found them yet. Ooh, I didn't find any viaduct before I made my successful run. Oh yes, if you have a linky, you can always send it to Uncle. Because, like, whenever I turn that off, linkies in chat and allow people to post links in chat, like the bots always found me, so I just have turned it off permanently for now. My face into the Mistlands, didn't find any viaducts in that time. We'll only look after stream. Oh yes, yeah, indeed. I am very easily distracted, so if I open my Discord now, I have like 9 unread messages. I will be potatoing and reading chat messages, and I have the chat to read already. Which trinket do we make the HP for the stamina? Ooh, Poppy, that's a good one to ask the chat indeed. I would need to check that to be sure. Boats should float, but in a different way. Oh, I'm almost, yeah, I almost got through all of the chat. Nice. Then we can bring up my list of things as well. I'm wearing troll hide when doing my attempts. Okay, okay. Oh, troll hide. So you're not upgrading your armor? Keep having to walk away. The door glitch. Ooh, what door glitch do you mean, Miss Couch Potato? And no worries. You can always... I'll keep an eye on your messages. Extra hard. I got this. I believe in myself. I got this. In the pockets. Yeah. Ooh, Valheim sundial. Yeah, that's a fun one. That is a clever cheese. That is a fun one. I love it. Yeah. Couldn't find any viaducts. Okay. The Virgo Tower. Oh, interesting. So there's like strategies there? Huh. Samuel means to hold a direction via the build piece in no map. You can also break any wood piece. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay, that's what they meant. Yeah, when you destroy it. They point. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, that's like no map. Oh, thank you, Immunity. You explained it, so I understood it. Nice. That, like... Some people have a special potato filter that they can put on, like Immunity and Uncle. Uncle has a very good potato filter as well. Like sometimes, like I just so potato, and they like, here it is. Open it, stand in the doorway, close it, and then knock you into an area, like similar to the chair. Yeah, I'll add a chair. Oh yeah, chair is here. Chair / door / I'm gonna put that portal trick here too, because we also have like use portal for other like smaller things, but to get to places it's definitely cheater cheese. Yes, Eyeless, we have the farms. The farmers are kind of cheese. Because, like, is it intended by the developers? You know, they're making it kind of hard, but also everyone does it. Honey glazed chicken is nice. What? Early honey glazed chicken? Don't you need, like, at least iron for that? Oh, wow, the sky is beautiful outside, like beautiful, like it's like a painting. Ooh, vibrant red colors, some blue. Okay. Distracted. See you later, Deathwish. Thank you so much for joining. See you later. Good luck with stream if you're gonna stream. Good luck. You got this. It's really cool to use this with Gizmo. Make elevators. Ooh. I stepped away for a moment to make some tea, and when I got back, it's all full. Well, yeah, we got... And I want to put up my own list, but I am still talking constantly. Dang it, I opened Discord and I saw the unread messages, and now my brain is like... Notifications! I want to read them. Nice, Uncle. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you for replying to Poppy as well. You need motor for the honey glaze, but it can be eaten entering the plains. Ooh, okay. Emma's tripping. I am always a little bit tripping because reading chat fast is not my strong suit. Is it cheese to place campfires every few meters in the mountains so that you don't get frost? Ooh. I would say that's kind of cheese. That's a good one too. Nice one. Fires to not freeze. There we go. You should make the cape for frost resist, but it's definitely used. It's definitely done by people. Ooh, or maybe... Oh, maybe it's like on edge cheese, because it's not like the Great Water Farms. It's not like using creatures to fight for you. I feel like fires for the mountains is just a little bit more cheesy, you know? Like, if someone were to do that on the first day of a new playthrough, I would feel like that's not really fair. Overloaded. It's okay. It's also a lot of fun to read all of the things that you're saying and like things that I haven't thought about as well. Raising the earth to create paths around the swamp. Oh, that's terrain modifications. That's definitely like, yeah. Ooh, and get rabbit meat. You're doing great. Thank you, Eyeless. Yay! Mountain campfires is just smart. Yeah, but it's really breaking the progression though. That really allows you from day one to be able to enter into the mountains. So I'm gonna call it more on the on-edge cheese. But you can always dispute it. Yeah. Surely fire to not freeze is just smart. Oh, immunity says it too. Just smart. So you're all saying it's more... It's not freeze. It's not even cheese. Okay, so I moved it because I was like, you know what? That's really cheesy, but... So you're more saying it's like clever use then. You know what? I'll put it back at the kind of cheese. I'll settle for kind of cheese. Day 3 to community servers not liked. No, bringing in resources from other worlds. That's like, is it even cheater cheese? It's like, it's just cheating. Bring in stuff from other world. There we go. Letting creatures fight each other. Yes, indeed. That's like the... no, it's not this one. That's for resources. This one is like let creatures fight for you. Yeah, use creatures to fight is clever cheese. What are you doing to do polls? You should stop suggesting things so that you can do polls. Well, that's the thing, but like, for what do I do a poll? I want to do a poll for all of this. Maybe I should do a poll for all of this? I don't know. Like, my community is also like only just my community. I would need to poll every single person that plays Valheim to have a very accurate way to dedicate this. And everyone that like votes would need to know that this is just for normal playthrough, not for challenge runs or specific world modifiers or stuff like that. So I don't know, Jimmer. What do you suggest? There's polls on both YouTube and Twitch. I can do on both, but for what specific point would be a good one? The mountains to fight back, forest creatures. Yeah. First Locks killed with a bear. But that does feel like it's a mechanic that they added in the game deliberately, so creatures can fight for you, like using growths to help with fueling villages, to use the rock golem in the mountains with wolves and drakes. They deliberately placed creatures that are from different factions in the same biomes, so you would use them kind of against each other. The Verger in the Mistlands and Ashlands, for example. So that really feels more like a deliberate way from the devs for us to use. That's like the clever cheeses are really like they're kind of attaboys from the developers, kind of, while the cheater cheeses are like things that the developers like want to work against making it possible for you to do. Oh, you're back again. Boop. Fire arrows, default arrows for Loxes. That is a good one indeed. Let's see, because we talked about a lot of things. Animation cancelling, chair trick. Use creatures to get materials. Use a floating silver for that one hit. Doesn't really feel like cheese. Using floating silver to fight wolves. That's a terrain usage. Use a stag breaker to find scrap. We've done that. Oh, did we do that one? Use AoE damage through walls. We haven't done the one like use a stag breaker to find metals, I think. Use. Oh, raid! You are amazing, so be sure to grab a snack.
Mystery Girl brings in 14 fresh potatoes.
Mystery Girl, welcome on in! How you doing? What do you think, peeps? Using the stag breaker to find metals. I thought I added it already, but I can't see it on the list now. Welcome in, raiders! How was the stream? Welcome on in! Some friends got back into Valheim, love it so far. Do you have any videos on the static building? I'm trying to get away from the strict efficiency. Ooh, yes, Floodmaster. I have a lot of like decoration tips and tricks videos as well. Just go check them out or join my Discord and I can send them to you. Definitely, I love decorating in this game. Having iron first night, my assumption is that would not be tolerated. Oh my goodness, immunity. Yeah, always check with the owners of a server. That's like the really important thing. Mystery Girl comes in with the raid. Nice, welcome on in. I'm doing lovely. I'm doing a kind of a tier list on cheesing and Valheim. Where is that line, you know? No one knows where the line is. So we're trying to define some of that gray area a little bit. Not cheating. I mean, cheese. Yeah, see, like that. That's like, is it cheating? Is it more cheese? Why are the summoning trolls not friendly? Yeah, that's a good question too. Oh, sorry, ads. Oh, no worries. Thank you for sticking through them. Mesh fan, welcome on in. Rate. Nice. YouTube is cheese. Well, it is only clever cheese. Using guides from YouTube to, you know. Second to the bottom. Yeah. We talked about Valkon today. Awesome! Yay, Mystery Goal! Oh, one of us. Ugh, it's gonna be amazing. Yes. Stag breaker to find metals. Red cheese, but I would do it. You would put it at red cheese? Yeah? What do you think, peeps? Using the stag breaker to find metals. You know? We already have stag breaker through walls. Like, stag breaker through walls is like orange cheese. So using it to find metals would be harsher than attacking creatures through walls. Orange cheese. I also feel like... oh, third from the bottom, use stag breaker, use campfire to find... Oh, it is on the list. Thank you. Thank you, Gerg. You're amazing. So much reading. Eyeless is back. Welcome back, Eyeless. We'll check out the channel. Yeah, thank you for checking out my channel, Flowmaster. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Tag, welcome on in at the raid as well. By the way, yeah, Mystery Girl. Yeah, indeed. If you need to lurk, be sure to lurk away. Smakelijk eten, that's how we say have a good meal in Dutch. And thank you so much for raiding in. You're absolutely amazing. And yeah, we'll talk as well. You might have seen some of my messages pop up, but first, food, very important. Food is the priority, always to me. Starbucks ad, oh my goodness, and now I'm craving. Oh yeah, and I have my tea. It's still very hot. Mesh fan, I am super creative type, so give me all of the cheese. All of the cheese. Well, if you're playing solo, it doesn't matter how much cheese you use. You are the ruler of your own cheese. If it's playing on another world with other people, you do want to be mindful of the cheese, because you are playing with other people. That's the deal. That's why you play on a community server. You have written Stack Breaker to find metals. Yes, okay, thank you, Cassie. Yeah, it's a lot of reading. My brain is like... Intended as a metal detector? I don't think it is, Jimmer. I think the intended way is to use the wishbone. Use the elder as a base. You know what? We're just, as long as you're not fighting the elder while you have a base there, I'm not gonna count it as cheese. If you use like terrain abuse to fight a boss, it is cheater cheese. Yeah. Bypass key resources that you get from a boss is like skipping a step. Red cheese. Indeed, we have put it at the orange cheese for now, because it's but you think it's more red cheese? Mm-hmm. Meme, welcome on in. Cheese, my favorite. Yay. Welcome on in. How you doing, Meme? Using logs to get fine wood early is green. Oh, where did we put it? Oh yeah, we did put it at the can of cheese, because it's... You're not meant to do this like with the logs. You're meant to do it with the early access, or you're meant to do it by like getting your first bronze axe. So I did place it in the yellow one for that reason, just so you know, Adita. It's like it really feels like it's a little bit more of a step up from the other green cheeses, like using bombs, ballistas. What did I type all of there? Pick on top of rock? What did I mean by that? Oh yes, rock golem. Yeah, stand on top of a rock golem and pickaxe it. Have friendly fire off. Like it feels like there's like a little slight difference there. Just my opinion. If you think, peeps, I need to change it, getting fine wood through other logs, I place it in yellow now, but if you want me to move it to green or orange, let me know. It was a real thing used in the old ages. I love the idea of a moat. That is true. Moats is kind of, you know what? I think I'm gonna put moats specifically, not terrain abuse, just moats. I'll place it here as well with the inside and outside of base. Because it depends a little bit, you know. Outside base is definitely more cheesy, and inside of your base, you know, like inside of your base vicinity, to just make sure that the creatures don't destroy your build, is more kind of cheese. Don't move my cheese. Did we put the log out? Oh, not yet, Murmur. Good one. At any boss cheese, can't see all of them. Oh, the boss cheeses. Yeah, there's some boss cheese, like terrain manipulation for the bosses specifically. Yeah, it's a big board. It's hard to get all of them very visible. This is another section. Logging in and out, like, I feel like that's cheater cheese in my opinion. You do lose all of your buffs when you log in and out, so there is some difficulty that comes with it. What do you think? Red or orange for logging in and out? Our server owner is into most cheese, but we keep it balanced. See, exactly, Mesh Fan. That is exactly the thing. Like, where does the server owner draw the line, you know? It's the server owner that usually draws the line, and like, you just want to make sure that it's clear before things go wrong. She's the serpent with a harpoon. I've also caught fish that washed up on the... Ooh, shorefish floating. Ooh, I am gonna put shorefish on the very mild cheese area, because Well, it's shore fishing. We all love shore fishing. It's in the game. It's not necessarily how they want you to get fish, but you can. You can. And like harpooning creatures is also kind of like... I'm gonna put it here too. Harpoon. Gonna put it in the clever cheese. Are the worst kind of cheese because they are so ugly. Okay, but that's from a builder perspective, and I completely agree. It's because I don't want my beautiful builds to be destroyed. Oh, island building. Where does island building... Is that cheese? What do you think? To get the bees. Breaking the building to get the bees. I'm not gonna count that one, but I like what you're thinking, Park. Yeah. You would do the same with like... Although, yeah, you don't need weapons. Where would you place it, Park? Where would you place the bees? I'm ashamed to say I didn't notice the horrible early access pun until someone pointed it out. Oh! Melissa's cheese, because, well, someone mentioned it in chat and I was like, I'm gonna add it. Like, is it, like, you can make it a bit cheesy, the ballistas, yeah. Getting a free bear trophy from Haldor, that would also cheeses, that would also be clever cheese, I would say. See, and that's how we get to like the clever cheese area that we have now, Cassie. Because like it's kind of intended by the developers, it's kind of an attaboy. But also, you know, it's like yeah. Exactly, Sauce, yeah. Oh, I need to read up again. Oh. The bonfire. Cheese using the trader bubble to fight Chigluth. Ooh, to fight bosses? Yeah, I would say that's cheese. Moats and raised ground walls. Okay, yeah. Merchant bubble to fight boss. Definitely cheater cheese. Right? Yeah, if it's fighting bosses... Sitting in a trader bubble, safe AFK. You know what to know. I'm gonna put it at the green cheese because it's intended from the developers. It kind of feels like because there's sitting areas in the bubble. You know. Spot, but that's once again the thing. Here is a list. Fill it in however you like. And then you can decide what is cheese for you, because that's the thing. If you are a server owner and your list is different, it's just gonna be interesting for your community to see where you place certain things. I think that's most important. We are now making this list kind of all of us collectively, but yeah. Baby Bell for logging in and out. Yes, that's what I put the sign there. Thank you, Sauce. Logging in and out for buffs. Yeah. Mesh, nice. Got a shift change. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you, Mesh fan. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, peeps, if you have Kick, be sure to check out my Kick account. I'm live on there too, so if you have like commercials sometimes that you don't want to sit through for ads, then you can skip over to Kick if you want. You can like swap if you want. Is it cheese? It's a sweet blessing from the gods. Island building is just smart. We're gonna put island building with the clever cheese as well. It's just clever, you know? Yeah, some of these clever cheeses are like, is it cheese? It like, yeah, where is that line? There is no line. The line is everywhere. Terrain, human history. It's true. I agree with you, absolutely. Using the train, that, yeah. I don't see on the board. Logout debuff, instant phrasing debuff, boss cheeses, crypt clipping slash queen clipping. The clipping is this one, the door chair portal trick to get inside of like areas like that. Bosses, indeed. Maybe I can be more specific, like cheesing bosses, but like then it's like cheesing bosses. What is cheesing bosses? Boss terrain manipulation using AoE damage through walls. So there's like, I specified it a little bit more. Green. You can hit... Oh yeah, on new worlds, you need a new world. So if you go to Haldor, on a world made after the Calls to Arms update, you can destroy the rug in Haldor's bubble, and you can get a guaranteed bear trophy out of that destroyed rug. But you need to make sure that that Haldor was created after the not the Call to Arms update, after the 5-year anniversary Valheim update that happened a month, 1.5 months ago. So you just need to make sure that that's the case, because otherwise you're gonna try to destroy something that cannot be destroyed. But you get a guaranteed bear trophy from that one. A green cheese is just free cheese. It's kind of free cheese, yeah. A bug light, just for me to enjoy. Emma, you should publish this list on the wiki somewhere. Cheese ideas for server owners. You know what? That's a good one. Maybe I should indeed make it into a decent list. And we can always add to it, of course. So be sure to join my Discord if you wanna add to this or see where this goes, because it's just genuinely very interesting to know. In Valheim, cheesing is quite often allowed, because you can see like where is the cheese, you know, where is that line? It's very difficult to find a line on cheesing in Valheim. Some things are just natural. Making a boar farm, making a making moats, anti-spawning, using campfires to get your rested buff in a crypt. But do you remove it after you're done? No, I'm gonna leave that campfire, because, you know, that skeleton can't find its way up to me now. So that crosses over to a little bit more orange cheese. But is that bad? No. Is it nice to talk to your, like, server owner about this and, like, figure some of those things out before they happen? Yes, I think that's a good idea. Hiding torches in Corewood, is that a cheese? Ooh, Adita, that is a very good builder cheese question. Oh, yes, using portals to slow damage. I put it in the portal tricks, the orange cheese. Yes. See, like many of these I've scienced and found and all that stuff as well. Doesn't mean it can't be cheese. Hiding torches in Corewood, it feels like that's more of a on-edge cheese, because they really want to, like, if you don't put that pillar around the torch, they really want to destroy that torch, and you're kind of breaking that logic. It's more breaking it than working with the tools the developers gave you deliberately. So I'm gonna put this ooh, good one though. Torch in pillar trick. Good one. Ooh, Adita, I love it. Nice. Super cute tiny little heart even. Love it. Going in and out of the troll cave to regenerate. We're gonna count that with the portal trick. It's like transitioning, but good one, Park. Yes, indeed. Putting a floor just above your head against bone mass. A floor just above your head against bone mass? Oh, what do you mean, Mama? It isn't exactly terrain manipulation, no. But it is getting out of, like, it's ranging from a safe place, and definitely for bosses that often crosses over to, like, cheater cheese, you know? AI manipulation, pufferfish cheese. Ooh, the pufferfish. I would say it's close to the Grey Dwarf farm. Yeah, yeah. Although it is in the game, like the developers gave that option, so they're poisonous. More for us probably than for creatures that can get poisoned. You know what? I'm gonna put the pufferfish in the green cheese. I don't feel like it deserves to be in the yellow one. A lot of green cheese. Heavy lurking immunity. Talk to you later. Yeah, much love indeed. You got this. Thank you for being here. It's still active. Any new world has destructible hull. That's the first one. Cool, right? Yeah. Oh. Interesting one. Campfires encrypt also stop spawns if you place it fast enough. Also on servers with respawning dungeons. Ooh, we actually did a test in like an infested mine not too long ago with the workbenches down, but that didn't work. Maybe it does work with the campfires. I kind of want to retest that. Oh my goodness. Oh, Uncle, would you be able to send that? Would you be able to send a message to me? Testing if campfires stop creatures from spawning in the infested mines. Really want to test that one. It's a speedrunner trick. Nice. But does it stop creatures from spawning again in immunity? Do you know? Speedrunner cheese for bone mass. It breaks the AI and it just stands there doing nothing. Oh yeah, no, yeah, Momo, that is like... And how do you call it? Or, like any boss cheeses, honestly. But yeah. Boss cheese like bone mass. Floor trick, I think it was called. Thank you, immunity. Yay. Was it immunity? No, it was Miss Couch Potato. Thank you. Woo. The lots of reading is is definitely taking a toll on me. Oh, yes, you can make the yeah, you can make a leech farm. Yeah, I saw it from Creative Bananas, I think it was. I think it fits well with all the other farms. You know what? I'll add the Surtling farm. Surtling farm. Leech farm. You know, like, farms. Is it cheesing? What? Do we all do it if we want to? Yeah, sure. Like, the yellow and the orange one are mostly where people are getting issues on some servers, or between the orange and the red one. I feel like that's mostly where all of the gray areas and like issues arise. Campfire works, speedrun trick. It doesn't till you break it. This is turning into give me all the cheese stream. Tita. And I'm like, I was going through my list as well. Okay, I did all of these. Yes. Dig a hole. Oh, yes, this is also one. Dig a hole into the mountains, the clip behind the camera, and see where there is silver. This used to be the trick before I knew about the stag breaker trick. I got taught this on Kaisenheim back in the day. Iron Suits did this kind of trick. Because, like, that's the thing. Like, on Kaisenheim, very early on, there were no rules. You could cheese all you want. People used the door trick for the crits to get iron early. People used, like, not even the stag breaker. They just dug a hole in the ground. And you could, like, clip just behind, like, the wall. You could see with your camera and see if there's, like, a silver somewhere. If you did this in a big mountain, it would apparently be very obvious. I didn't really use that trick all that much, but I have seen them get their silver that way. So that's like that's how I knew a lot of the cheeses I knew from in the beginning through people I met in online like in communities. Oh wow. Fire hazards. Fire hazard is like only in the echelons though. Thank you, Uncle. You're amazing. Oh, you're gonna join my Discord! Mystery goal! Yay! One of us. One of us. Fire hazard, instant smoke hole. Nah, that's the game mechanic for sure, Bakamon. Yeah. I would place that here. I think it's already in there even. Use fire spread. Yes. No, that's fire spread. I'll still place it in. If I have some doubles, I can always take them away after stream. Use a fire spread for coal. Like that's like clever cheese. That's smart cheese. Cassie, you've not seen it? Creative Bananas Leech Farm. If you type that into YouTube, you're definitely gonna find it. It's basically using the broom from the Bog Witch to make a little leech farm. Yeah, it's really cool. It's creative cheese. I think like the yellow cheese is definitely like the creative cheese. Yeah. Yeah, indeed, because the broom will attack the leeches. So if you put like a broom in a certain area with some leeches around it, and be sure to place workbenches so you don't lose any blood bags, you can get like an easy farm. Nestorish, welcome on in. Created a video. Yeah, he's awesome. Using beehives is fine. Very specific, built in the swamps. Yes, okay, nice video. Thank you. I actually find more exposed silver than I thought possible. Right, like just scouting the edges of the mountains to see if something sticks out. Honestly, and I think the stag breaker is easier as well, but that was the trick that he used back in the day. That's what I was taught like 5 years ago in Valheim. This day, 5 years ago, those were the tricks that they taught me. Oh wow, like I can't believe I've been playing this game for so long already, to be honest. You know what, I'm gonna place that trick here as well because it's really kind of cheesy. Dig hole to see silver. And then we have that one. Oh, use hens to distract the queen. I wasn't able to use that strategy last week, but I was planning on using that strategy. But yeah, using hens to distract the queen. What kind of cheese is that? I did it! I figured I would return the gesture since you joined mine. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah, I sadly will probably not be able to be super active in your Discord, but I mean, it's always fun to like join other people's servers and just sometimes pop your head in and see what they're up to, you know? Nice. Like, I love that you're so into Ark. I wish I could still, but I got really into Valheim after Ark evolved, before Ascended dropped, and I never really looked back. The building in Valheim was just so good that I couldn't return to Ark anymore. I did so much building in Ark evolved. Oh my god, and like the snapping, like pressing Q all evening, basically just pressing Q all evening. Oh my god. You can put Aetid next to the pufferfish. Canada does the same thing. Yeah, indeed. Where did I put the Aetid? Well, Aetid is for... Aetid was more for like destroying structures and creatures. Ah, yeah, but like the pufferfish is also kind of... But the pufferfish is so innocent! How... I can't put it in the orange list! I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna veto that one. pufferfish stays in the green one because I have decided it. The end.
Can't we just settle this over a pint?
Yes, skull. Sorry. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, and like when I put my foot down as a potato, like the boss of the stream, I'm like, for the pufferfish. Oh my god, I'm missing so much again. What would you easily classify a block skill trainer as? Like putting Twig on, like what I did on my solo run. I put Twig on a little, I put him a little higher, put some walls against him so I can hit him, but he doesn't attack back. I would definitely say that is a cheese. And if not cheater cheese, it's definitely on edge cheese. I do it myself. It's on my solo run. Because, well, I did it after dying from something stupid again. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do it this way. Not enlisting as part of the bow. If you use it, is it cheese? Yeah, there's so much like gray area with this, and that's like, it's also fun to document this. Is building on unbreakable trees in the swamps cheese? I would say it is clever cheese. The developers made those trees invincible, and I'm like either clever cheese or yellow cheese. I'm gonna put the swamp trees. Because earlier I think we got a similar question and I was like, yeah, it's building, you know, but let's put it at the green cheese. Oh, loading. Yeah, saving. Yep. Thank you. Oh my goodness, we have a giant event. Erilila, how was the rest of your stream? Welcome on in. I am a little bit behind on chat, but I'll be right there with you. But hi, Erilila. I hope you had a lovely rest of your stream. Yeah, that is true. I have not played a lot of Ascended yet. I wanted to do a run in September with Huldra, but we both, like, life happened and we skipped it. Cheese, exploit, glitch, bug, strategy, cunning, tactic, cheat, lots of categories. Exactly. Ooh, I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna put it in my document. Thank you, Vidi. That is such a good, nice. I love that. Yay, look at those giant emotes. Yay. Like the dance emotes and everything. Whee! Eddie Lila, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Look at you go. You're dancing all over the place. By the way, peeps, we have some new emotes. Yeah, new emotes. Yay! Element of cheese. Yes, the Surtling Farms are on there. They are with the kind of cheese. Is there a way to see both Twitch and YouTube chat and stream? Yes, that is indeed, Adita, what I have. I see both chats in the same place. I do it with Axel Chat. That's what it's called. Axel Chat. And it just puts both chats together. And Kick is in there too. It's just very calm on Kick today. Skeleton archer blocking training, improving trapped skeletons, archers, like, yeah, like skill training, like really blocking creatures. I feel like AFK training is definitely more on the redder end of the cheese, you know? If you can AFK it, I feel like it's more red and orange. AFK cheese, no, not AFK cheese, AFK XP trainer. I put it in orange now, but it feels like it's kind of red. By the way, Erilina, look! I'm making a cheese list of all of the cheeses. Yay! Look at that emote! Yay! Thank you, Uncle! Yellow. Oh, what was yellow? Trap a whole bunch of skellies. You would put it in yellow. Build a farm block, separate mountain skelly spawner. Okay, okay. You would put it at yellow? Okay. Well, then it's good that it's at orange and not red, because I was also on the fence there. Oh, Uncle, would you also be able to send me a message to check and add the emotes to YouTube and Kick Chat? I had, I think you were still making dinner when I mentioned that, so I didn't want to call you over for that. Thank you! Having dinner before Hightail. Oh, you're gonna play more Hightail? Awesome. Had to convince some people today that I actually have played Valheim for 8 years. Well, it wasn't always called Valheim. I can see where the confusion is. I didn't know you actually played the game before it was like in early access, though. Or were you joking? Were you joking, Eddie? Is that what you're doing? Because I do know that you've known about the game for a long time, even before it was called Valheim. Oh, Bakamon, yes, animation cancelling is in the red. Animation cancelling is right here, the red lists. Yeah, the texts are a little bit hard to read. I'll make sure that I put this in a document as well. What is AFK training? Oh, Steamfire. It's basically that you put up your twig in such a way that it can't attack you back, and you just put some tape on this so it keeps on punching or using a weapon or something, and you go AFK away from keyboard, and it just, you know, you come back and you have a whole bunch of skills. Abusing Hugin to raise skills. You know what? We'll put abusing Hugin to raise your skills in orange. And I'm just gonna type abuse Hugin because it's funny. I'm sorry, Hugin, but it's funny because you're also always kind of in the way. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of in the way as well for some of the bottom red ones, but that's most of them in one view. But I died. Adita, oh my god, I've also died too. I wasn't necessarily AFKing, but I was definitely doing other things. I think I was grabbing a tea or something, and like I had like returned with my tea. I was just pressing the button, you know, sipping my tea nice and calm. And then I look at my screen and I suddenly say like, oh yes, yep, yeah, I died. I think it was more the issue that I had forgotten to eat. Oh my god. So yeah, yep. Thank you, Uncle. 6 on the bottom. Yes, I think we have most of the main ones, but we can go over the rest of my list as well. It was already called Valheim 8 years ago. Are you pulling my leg, Eddie? Are you like pulling my leg? Are you? Never sure. Cart. T-boating. Wait, did I type something wrong again somewhere? It's the cart. Cart with a T? Yeah. Antler! Yeah, welcome on in. Emma stream, yes! Safo, welcome on in! For the block trainer, I think there was a way to alt top out of Valheim and keep yourself blocking. You still have to check back with the repair shield. Yeah, indeed. Like, but I feel like that's very orange cheesy, you know? Instead of tapping down a mouse button, you can also unplug the mouse while button pressed. Oh my god. We're getting more cheesiness here. Oh my god, I love that. Spawn troll 10-3. What? What is going on? Yeah, why are you spawning in creatures there in chat? Spawn them. That was last week. That's when we spawned in all the y'alls. I just missed it by a week. Let's see. Same twig can kill you when only at 20. Yeah, he does 1 damage. And, well, sometimes just getting hit 25 times by 1 damage is enough to kill you. Card boating, card boating. Oh, where's the card boating? Card boating. My fast reading skills are non-existing at this point. Oh, there it is! I see it! I see it! Thank you. Thank you, peeps. It was released in the first alpha as knowledgeable link on his private website before it was called Fade. Oh, really? What? See, I'm learning something new. Oh my god, Eddie Leah, you should, like, teach people about that kind of stuff. Teach about Valheim. Yeah. Eddie as a teacher. I can see people sign up for that. Oh my god. Eddie with glasses, I can see Tina go absolutely wild. I'm sure. Yep. I'm sure you're gonna convince people with that. Eddie with the glasses redeem on his channel? Oh my god, I'm so sure that people would love it. Definitely with those new emotes, there would be like... Eddie has very, well, emotes. The emotes you added are very much, Oh my god. Oh, is it cheese if something gets stuck in tar and you can raise it to a level of terrain to release it? Ooh, getting tar without draining the pit. I'm gonna say it's kind of cheese, because you can't get the big globs anyways. By the way, peeps, just so you know, if you use that trick to get tar out of the tar pit, you're missing out on the biggest globs of tar. You need to drain them to get those as well, because they don't get raised when you raise the ground. It's not a thing. There's those little globs you can get that way, but the big ones at the bottom, they are not gonna get raised by the ground. So just want to throw that out there. If you want a lot of tar, you need to drain them. Raise ground for tar slash item. Ooh, it's muscle time!
Settle this over a pint.
Is there a T9 chat maybe? Or is it Eddie Lila? It's Adaptive! Hi, what's going in? Okay, time for push-ups. Nice. Okay, let's do this. It's here in the background again. And you know what? I'm already getting a bit sweaty from the warm tea, so let's get down to business. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. Push-up time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Oh my goodness. I'm turning into a sweaty potato. Let's see, cart boating. You can use the cart to go over very big masses of water. Thank you, Havoc. Skull. The OCD is satisfied. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, peeps. I have dyslexia if you're new here, so if you see a typo somewhere, it's it's not on purpose. You can always tell me. It might just take a little bit of time before I notice, of course. What? Yeah, I've tried. Wait, you have tried glasses on during a stream or something? It needs to happen now. Erin needs glasses redeem. But not funny glasses, like make you look smarter glasses, like in the Big Bang Theory where she's like molecules, you know? That kind of stuff. I don't have my glasses here. Oh, there is the thingy. But the glasses are not in there, they're downstairs, so Can't lava, love tar for building. Oh yes, then definitely dig it all the way down, because they're like really big blobs of tar. and they don't get raised with raising the ground. Tar probably would go to the green cheese. Yeah. Yeah. Well, is it clever cheese? It's not like the developers deliberately like kind of threw an attaboy at us to get tar that way, you know? I don't know. Debatable. Steamed potato. Oh yes, definitely steamed. Oh, and I'm wearing a new top today as well. I'm like really happy with it. It's got like little strawberries. And I'm probably gonna wear it for Valcon weekend as well. Yay! Oh, it looks actually kind of similar to all the potatoes on my lab coat. I think I like having food on my clothes. I also have another one with lemons.
Thank you so much.
Liz, welcome in.
Be sure to grab a snack.
Yeah.
Love Girl Games brings in 32 fresh potatoes.
Hi, Lid. How you doing? Welcome in. Would it be a cheese to run into the Mistlands to get copper from the swords if you can get there and stay alive? Well, but how do you get the copper? Floodmaster. I think that's like where, like, we need more information to say if it's cheese or not, you know? Buren, good to see you. Welcome on in. Oh my goodness. Havoc. Good luck. Good luck, Havoc. Oh, a giant emote. Yay. I can make a new one. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Eddie Lila. But yeah, tell me more about the copper in the Mistlands. And peeps that just come in with Lit's raid, welcome in. Lit, you are absolutely amazing. If you need to do what you need to do after a stream, after a raid, be sure to do so. Grab a snack, grab a drink, put on your Lexi pants if you don't have them on yet. And I am today looking into cheese in Valheim, because I'm sure you've had it too. You make a community server and you're wondering, where is the line? Where is the line between what is, you know, fine, making modes, you know, using the cart trick to get, like, to destroy the ward? Can you use portal tricks to get in certain locations or to, you know, get rid of your poison damage? Where is that line between cheese and things that people are like really like, is it cheating or is it still cheesing? You know, animation cancelling, infinite boxes with a card, merchant bubble while fighting bosses, you know, using glitches in the feather cape to scooch your way to the echelons, using the chair trick to enter crits, stuff like that. So we're just, you know, having a look at them, having a talk about them, listing them, giving them a little bit of a spot. All that kind of stuff. And you know what? The list has been growing and it's been looking amazing. Let's see who all came in here. Well, it's on the pickaxe. Oh yes, Chaos, that is indeed. We have put it at... Yes, off the top, we are right here with the green one. Pick on top of Rock Golem. And let's see, we've got Lit coming in hot. Nice. It looks great. Thank you, Adita. Nice. Ooh, Roasted Roof. Ooh. Joker Chef, welcome on in. Secret Soldier farming. Well, I feel like all of the farming can, like... Or do you mean immunity, like, for the copper, maybe? Secret Soldier farming. I got caught up in the farm word, but... Well, I feel like we've covered that with using creatures to get resources there. Like, kind of cheese. Using creatures to get resources, you know, using a troll to get copper and tin before defeating Eikther, using the Secret Soldier to get the swords or helmets destroyed in the Mistlands, kind of feels like it's very similar cheese. So I'm gonna call that, like, still the yellow one. And if you do that, like the earlier on you do it, like the more you can say kudos, you kind of deserve those materials, because big risk, big reward, you know? Welcome, Raiders, indeed! Andis, welcome on in. Strawberries are great, I agree. Very, very nice. This is great. I'm not sure if it's a cheese breaking down pre-made structures. If you put it at a cheese, it's the green one. It's intended by the developers.
Can't we just settle this over the paint?
Thank you, Adaptive. Skull. Early as a big cheese. Yeah, like also that kind of stuff. Like, how early on do you do it? It feels like it's also combined with other cheese if you are at that stage. If you're really early on and you get black marble that way, it feels like you've been cheesing other things to get to the stage where you can cheese that and that it's gonna be useful. So it's kind of stacking there a little bit. Hope you made a screenshot of the final cheese collection when you're done. Oh yes, indeed, Adita, I will definitely do so, and I will probably also just make a document of this and post it in my Discord so people can just have a look at this as well. So people like Lit, and I see Easy in chat. Hi, Easy! So like people can look at this cheese list and be like, you know what, this is really cheater cheese for me. This, you know what, this might be clever cheese. And that you can let your people know in your community, like, you know what, this is kind of fine, but you know, thin ice, don't want to thread it too much. And then, you know, we can all be on the same playfield. I think that's mostly the thing with this kind of stuff. But use animation cancelling, but like, come on, if your community server, like all of those people, if they're fine with it, it doesn't really matter. You can still use it. Let's quickly read up because I'm a little bit behind. Gabriel, welcome on in. Good to see you. You have raced terrain at lakes to pick up fish by hand. Terrain abuse. It's on the edge of on edge cheese. Hi, Easy. How is your day going? And Lit, I'm so sure I have already asked it, but just in case I haven't, how is your day going? I hope your day is going well, Lit. Oh, what were you up to today? Were you playing Valheim? I think you were. I think I was lurking. Wolf pit taming. Wolf pit taming. Like taming creatures in the pit. Is that cheesing? Or do you need to tame them in the wild? The chair trick really saved me once. My first time ever in the Mistlands, I was killed and my grave ended up inside of one of those roots. I couldn't reach it. And this happened live when I was playing with a group on stream. So it was a bit chaotic, but we figured out how to get my stuff back. Oh, that is not a cheese to me. That is like, well, it's clever cheese. That is very beautiful. The chair trick. Yes. Nice. That's the best way to use it. Also, just a little hint here, but when you're doing my treasure hunts for the Hype Week peeps, know and remember the chair trick when you're searching for secrets, because maybe they have been used in the treasure hunt, but that's it. I'm not gonna say anymore. Bobbing along, I am like, oh my god, I've read so much already. Chat has been going so fast. I feel like I'm doing really well reading up on everything. But yeah, doing well. Multiple ways. Feta, ricotta. I haven't found a cheese that I don't like except the foot smelling cheese. Jimmer. And what is your favorite one, Jimmer? And anyone in here that wants to share their favorite cheese, please share. Like, I love to learn about your favorite cheese. And like, if you can make a mac and cheese, what are your favorite cheeses to do so? Because I use basically any cheese that I can find. Maybe that's not how you're supposed to do it. Maybe like the Italians, the Americans are gonna retaliate against me, like, how dare you mac and cheeses with these cheeses? But like, explore the world. There's so many good cheeses. Go for it. Make mac and cheese also with like all their cheeses. It's so good. Take it from me. I am a foodie. It's amazing. But wow, yeah, lots of cheese talk today. Cheese for everyone. Hi Monolith, welcome in. Indeed, everyone deserves cheese. Like to smell. I'm just a taste guy. It was wobbling in the waves of the open seas while thieving booty. Oh yeah, did she get a lot of booty? Oh yeah. Good day so far. Just gotta keep this energy going for the rest of the day. Oh my goodness, good luck with work, Lit. Thank you so incredibly much for for raiding, and good luck with lurking later and working. I'm truly losing the ability to speak, but I hope I can still entertain your amazing audience here as well with my shenanigans, because we still have a list that I have made to go through. We have a lot of suggestions in chat, as you might have noticed, for things on this list. It feels like we're finally getting to a place where most of the things brought up in chat have been added to the board, unless it's like very specific stuff for specific situations or playthroughs. But I still have a document that we can go over that not everything is necessarily added to. Use hens to distract the queen. It feels like use hens is maybe like the clever cheese to work with. Use creatures to fight for you, tamed creatures to fight. I feel like it feels like it's kind of in the same category. Definitely hens, because they don't even attack. They just run towards the danger and then they get killed. Why don't they run away? I don't know. But I am. Absolute. Oh my goodness, Shen. Melted cheese on pizza with bacon. Oh, that sounds good. That was very right. Remember the chair trick on season time. Yep. Yep. Remember. The 6th of November, the gunfire. Got a recipe for sweet mac and cheese. It tastes like diabetes. Oh my goodness. That's when you know it's really good mac and cheese. You don't even like blue cheese? That's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of blue cheese either. Although I have had like really good mac and cheeses where I've added a little bit of blue cheese just for that complexity of flavor. And it's just a little bit. And it was quite alright. I liked it too. But just plain or like on toast or something, I'm a white cheese and like yellow cheese kind of person. Like brie and gouda and shom is also very good. Oh, and there's this goat cheese that they sell here in Albert Heijn. That's like, oh my god, it's so good. In any case, we're talking about foods and I'm getting hungry. So let's see. I also lurk a lot, so it works. Nice. Yeah, lurking. Gouda is good. For mac and cheese, nice. Favorite cheese. Use an egg-o-matic. Cruelty-free. But I feel like out of all of the farms, egg farms are more green than yellow. Ooh. The egg farms. Depends what kind of setup you have. If you have like a setup that we have, for example, on the Spartan run, it's not even a cheese. It's just normal Valheim gameplay. If you have a cheese, like it's more, you have the hens up somewhere and the eggs drop down. So it's always at a certain distance. So it doesn't count those eggs. New system, Valheim including lox milk. Oh, that would be so cool. I would have loved it if the loxes could be like... And I think this is something that Easy brought up during the Valcon podcast not too long ago. Like, if you could milk loxes, it would be some kind of extreme sport. And it would also be pretty cool. I would love cheese in Valheim. Oh, I imagine if we could make brunost or something. Cheddar just makes it better. Cheddar is amazing. Oh my goodness. I have to get it. Enjoy the cheese tier list. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you, Gurk. Thank you so much for joining. You're amazing. Good luck with the rest of your day. I only enjoy more than fishing. Oh god, smoked gouda. Oh my god, like I've always wanted like a smoke machine like that as well, so you can just smoke things like that. We do have a big smoker. We have like these small things as well. But we're just talking about cheese now, and we're supposed to talk about Valheim cheese. Okay, let's see. Use a bunker at the queen's lair to hide and hit the queen through the wall. We kind of did that one with AoE through walls. Block creatures from escaping and kill them by placing structures. Yeah, that's using structures to get creatures. Oh, placing wisp lights in the queen's lair. What do you think, peeps? I feel like it's kind of green. Is it cheese? The game kind of wants you to go up and stay in like the top area. What do you think? Placing wisp lights in the queen's lair. Is it cheesing? I don't really feel like it's very much a cheese, but with everything to the bosses, it feels like there's a little bit more of a layer of, is it cheesy? Is it worth it for the cheese though? Is it worth it? It drops and won't count eggs, seeds placed, and right. Yeah, the moment it's something like that, it's more of the kind of cheese. So the yellow flag. Yeah. Does looking straight down while sailing equally prevent serpents from spawning? If so, a flavor of cheese? Ooh, chaos. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't think it's a thing. But if you sail really fast with the longship, very often, if the serpent is not yet spawned in, serpents spawn on the bottom of the ocean, and they need a little bit of time to go up to the water like line, basically. So if the water is very deep, basically by the time the creature has spawned in, gone to the top of the water, you are long past it if the wind is in your sail and if you're in the longship. So I think that's more of a strategy than a cheese, like if you're looking down. If that truly does indeed prevent creatures from spawning in, I would indeed say it's a cheese, but that we would need to check if that's truly something that happens, of course. Alfredo style sauce, I use gorgonzola, and if I had less personal constraint, I'd be eating it cold without pasta. Anything made with gorgonzola is just so good. Wisp lights in the Citadel, no cheese. It's intended to be able to use the wisp torches in the Mistlands. That is true. Not even a cheese. Okay, removed from the cheese list even. Boop. Gone. Using dodge roll. Is using dodge a cheese? It's in the game. It kind of is maybe like green cheese. Because like all of the other things, it's in the game. If you know how to use it right, it can definitely feel a bit cheesy. But it's also kind of intended to be that way. It's kind of the game throwing you an attaboy. That's the green cheese, you know? Floodmaster, thank you so much for joining! Have a lovely rest of your day! No boss fight should be cheesed on any level with any tricks. Oh, Blackbird Rogue, I have a question for you then. I fought the queen last week, and I basically guided her around the top, and I used the Staff of Embers, I used the Staff of Frost, and just basically just guided her around the top, shot fireballs, ice at her, and defeated her that way. But like very little interaction from me meleeing the boss. I did a lot of ranged, or basically all of my attacks were ranged. Is that cheese? Because I have seen that some opinions on Reddit also say that if you guide a boss and just range, not necessarily like they often say with the bow and the arrows, that it is also kind of cheesy if you do it like that. If you guide the boss around. And when I read that, when I was prepping for this stream, I was like, oh, that's basically what I did last week to defeat the queen. So, just, you know, what do you think? Yeah, using dodge roll. I really feel like it's a green cheese. Oh, you can't see it because the light is... The light! The light! And it's like the fog has lifted. And it's like the sky is new. Green cheese, super green, green, yes, green, oh, the greenest of all the cheeses. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. What happened, Dud? Welcome. Dodge roll is embedded mechanic cheese. Well, but that's the thing. It didn't used to be a skill, and back in the day, like, I have seen people say that it's a cheese. People mentioned to me it's a cheese, so, you know, just wanted to make sure. It's a skill now, but doesn't necessarily mean that it makes sense that when a creature does like a whole range of attacks in front of you and you dodge roll, that you can like magically get around all of them just because it's a game mechanic. So I just wanted to make sure. That's why we're talking about this. Let creatures fight for you. We've done this one. Place a fire in the queen's lair to gain faster stamina since you are rested. We did that one as well. Train with Twig is a normal mechanic, gone from the list. Train Twig while AFK, we did this one. Anti-spawn your base so nothing spawns anymore. Did we anti-spawn? Yes. Raise the ground for moats, did that one as well. Fighting stuck creatures ranged instead of head-on, we did that one as well. Using a torch / a fire to stop creatures from getting to you. We did that one as well. Using a rock to shoot creatures because now they can't get to you. Using the terrain, we did that one as well. Using the AoE. Oh, that's the wrong button. And there we go, did that one as well. Using portals aggressively during progression. Did that one as well. Logging off to save your life for whatever reason. Did that one as well. World hopping to move metals. Did it as well. Turning on easier world modifiers. That was one that's like in the lists. I don't know. Reddit people were talking about it. To me, turning on easier world modifiers is not at all a cheese. You play this game with the world modifiers, definitely. Like, however you want to play it. If you have a community server and the organizer of that world says, we are gonna play with easy mobs, fire spread on, no portals, but we have a map. Does that mean that run is like cheesed? No, you're just using your world modifiers, you're changing things, that's completely fine in my opinion. I don't even see why people are saying that it's a cheese. So, done. That's why I put it right on the side here. It's not even a cheese. Change world modifiers. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. Yeah. I'm not gonna let people tell me that that's something that people shouldn't do. People can play this game how they want. Using no build costs or no raid style settings. It's also not a cheese to me. Gonna leave those out because there, I just wanted to add it to talk about it so people know that that's my opinion about it, because I feel strongly about that one. Use crypts to fight abominations out of reach. We did that one. Use signs in crypts. So I do think we have something similar to this. Use structures. Blocking creatures with structures is there as well. There we go. Build on an island. It's green cheese. We added it to the green cheese, but still, you know, it's kind of a cheese, you know. Dodge roll, in my opinion, of course. I watched it. In my opinion, bombs were cheesy. Kiting it on the cheesy side to me. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, all of this is always kind of gray zone. If you want this list, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna put it on my Discord as well. You can fill this in however you want. And if you make a server, you know where your line is. That's most important of all. Ranged weapons on bosses is dark green cheese. But see, that's the thing. Like, it indeed, it seems like it's like a clever cheese as well. Just like the ballista. Like someone asked earlier, like, why is the ballista on the green cheese list? Ranged attacks, man. Yeah, totally an opinion, but I agree it can be exploited. Yeah, same. Trimbo skill. I don't think range is a cheese. A boss can be made to prevent a ranged option if the devs desired it. Well, they made piercing damage very little, and I think that's the thing with the queen. Definitely with the magic weapons, she takes like no limitation. Like the damage she takes from fire and frost is pretty neutral. There's no debuff. You don't get gray numbers. You know what I mean? So it's a really good weapon against her, but both of them are ranged. So unless you spawn in skellies that fight melee for you, does that then make it less cheesy? As long as you make an honest mode and no extreme raised or ground, it's just fine. Yeah, see, that's the thing with the mode. Yeah, like if you want it to work really well, you need to go that extra effort. And if you want to make a mode like how they used to make modes, like the Romans and the Vikings, that mode is not gonna keep out creatures. That mode is just gonna make it harder to get to them, to the creatures, I guess. Ooh, building a wisp fountain in the swamps for endless wisp supply. Is that a cheese? Oh, I like it. Good one, Antler. Ooh, I'm gonna say it's a clever cheese, but let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Wisp in wisp fountain in swamp. I'm gonna put a dot after it so it's a little bit more clear. Yeah. Chicken in one box and monster gets attracted but never attacks. Ooh, yeah, trapping tames to lure creatures. That's a good one left off. Oh my goodness. Also, hi. Ooh, getting a little bit chilly again. Get like goosebumps. Ranges cheese, a boss. Yes, I read that one from you, Dud. Animal Harvest Factories is bright purple cheese. Bright purple cheese. My biggest objection to modes. I read that one from Sauce. I am reading the chat so chaotically again. Yeah, like using the chicken trap. I feel like that gets close to anti-spawning. So somewhere between yellow and orange, I would say. It works well. It's always dark in the swamps. Yeah, indeed. It's always raining in the swamps. So your wisp fountain always attracts wisps when it's positioned in the swamps. Hi, Gilly! Welcome on in! You're giving me a poke? Thank you! Let's see... Smart! Coming in with a joke! Oh my goodness, Smart, how have you been? It feels like it's been a while! I just received a text message saying that I won $200 or tickets to an Elvis tribute. It said reply with a 1 for the money or 2 for the show. 1 for the money, 2 for the show? I don't get this one. I'm sorry, Smart. Oh. She's a tough mama. She is. Swamp Wisps Farm, I would say no cheese. You're just noticing the wisps come when it's overcast. Yeah. Yeah, if cheese at all, it is indeed clever cheese, yeah. I got it the second time round. Oh my god. Natural fire source like Surtling Flames or Elder Flame for comfort / rested. Yeah, see, I mean, is anyone ever gonna make an issue of that when you're on a community server? No, and like the Wisp Fountain as well. I feel like all of the green stuff there is like fine. That's it's all fine. It's more the yellow, orange to red ones that really are, you know. This is the stuff that people tell you like, oh, but I didn't do this, I didn't do that, and it's that kind of cheesing. Well, it's this what you should be worried about. All of these kind of blacks. Cart sailing? Yes, indeed. You can use the cart if you stand in it in the water. And you just step forward, it kind of pushes itself forward in the water, and you can use it as like a way to get over big like ponds and big areas of water, as long as you don't lose your cart while you're like in the waves and all of that stuff. You can just use that trick to get to another island. Using fires to kill creatures is, well, not necessarily the Surtling one. It's more if you use campfires on creatures, like deliberately placing them in front of them is more the one that's in orange. I would say just using the Surtling spawner for creatures is it's more clever cheese. It's a song? Oops. Was I not supposed to say that? Oh no. 1 for the money, 2 for the show is a children's rhyme used as a countdown to start a race or activity. With the full version being 1 of the money, 2 for the show, 3 make it ready, 4 to go. Oh, what? This rhyme has been popular in the 1800s and appeared in various songs. What? Fiddy, nice, thank you for letting me know. I was like, oh my goodness, I was not following that at all. Fart bombs are only good for towers with goblins. The bombs are kind of like in the clever cheese, because you can indeed like do things with them, but yeah, it's just clever cheese. That's what AI said, at least. Oh, thank you, Viddy. That really helps, though. Let's see. Ooh, how cheesy is it just in general to skip bosses? Like, skipping Eikther, skipping Bone Mass. Like, I feel like all of those kinds of things, like, just skipping bosses in general feels like it's cheater cheese, right? Because that's not how the game is intended. I think that's the final big one. I think we have most of the small gray area thingies covered. Skip bosses. And go to like new biomes to get stuff there. Because then you're gonna start using all of those gray area stuffs. Feels like. Of a song in the community jukebox. It's a song that the joke is referring to. Oh, nice. Thank you, Uncle. Yay. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Okay, well, there we go. My goodness. Oh, this was definitely interesting. Now, I'm gonna try and note a lot of these things down. I'm not sure if there's any more suggestions that you have, peeps, but I never fight Bone Mass. Matthias, oh my god. But yeah, I think this might be a good point for me to hop off and just categorize all of these in a document instead of in the game. And see if I can post this in my Discord, because this is definitely interesting. So, peeps on YouTube, you know what this means. It is time to hop over to Twitch or Kick if you want to hear the song. And yeah, be sure to join my Discord if you're interested in this list that I'm gonna make up. You can fill this in however you like. I'm just gonna mostly categorize everything that we've talked about. I'm gonna make the list as we have made it in the game now, but you can fill that in however you like. You can make a copy of that document, whatever, and do what you want to do with it. If you want to start a community server, this might just help you out. You know, define that line a little bit between cheesing and what is not allowed and what is allowed. Since cheesing is allowed in Valheim, clearly there's a lot of gray area, but where is that like line? It's not defined, it's not clear. It really depends on the playthrough, the community, the world modifiers, the challenge that you're doing. So here you go. I made a whole bunch of lists, or well, we made a tier list about it during stream today. You can find it on my Discord, and hopefully that makes that line defining a little bit easier. I've definitely had issues with that in the past, so there you go. Clickety click, and yeah, I'll see you later, YouTube peeps. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you over on Kick or Twitch.